I think we're live. We're back. I really need to start getting these things started on time, man. I'm sorry. We missed the Derrick Henry fumble, and we missed the Steelers kicking a field goal. I personally didn't miss it. I watched it, but I didn't have the whole live setup ready just yet. We got royal blooded in the house. Was good, man. Throwing up the 100 emoji. Steelers are up 3-0. So on my end, if you guys are trying to keep track, stay on the same page, we're up 3-0. First quarter, we just kicked it off. Ravens returned it. 1st and 10. The time on the clock is 10:34. What's popping, everyone? Oh, we got mad heads in the house right now. 900 juice. Bounce that ass 412. This is LFG. Bounce that ass 412. Also, as Derrick Henry takes his hold Henry to under 82 yards. I think we're looking all right after that first drive. Although he, I guess, technically picked up about 12 yards before he fumbled it. But yeah, I mean, defense, obviously A+ effort. All right. Yeah, that was 1st and 10. Lamar just dropped it off in the flat. Gain of a yard. Not too much. 2nd and 9. I agree. Yeah, hold Henry to under 82 yards, though. Limit Henry, limit the Ravens' run game altogether between him and Lamar. We're gonna be in a good spot. Make Lamar beat us with his arm. Derrick Henry, 4-yard run, 2nd and 9, up the middle. Flag on the Ravens, though. How's everyone's weekend, man? What are you guys doing for the game? Obviously, you're watching me somehow, some way, whether it's on your iPhone or on a computer, maybe your TV, maybe you're got the YouTube app like popped up, streaming on your PS4, your PS5. 900 juice. Does he get credited with those yards on the fumble? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does. Joe Gervis doing laundry. Damn, I feel that. 2nd and 19 with that penalty, with that holding penalty. Lamar in the shotgun, passes it off. Screen pass. Justice Hill goes for like 6, 7. 3rd and long coming up. Man, I went to the Pitt game and got to witness another disastrous loss. It's 3 in a row. And of course, it's just in absolute heartbreaking, dramatic fashion, too. We go up with like a minute something left, kick the field goal. Clemson gets the ball, has like 2 plays. QB sneaks for a 40-yard touchdown. Pitt then gets a chance to redeem itself by getting the ball back because Clemson scored too quick and had some misuse of timeouts, bad clock management, and Yarnell just didn't get the job done, man. Didn't get the job done. 3rd and long, though. Lamar has a pretty clean pocket, steps up, rolls to the right. Kind of has a guy down the field, but good coverage by Dante Jackson, and Lamar overthrows him. They're going to be punting. Oh, that was Deontay Johnson, too. Dude, he wasn't even going to get 2 feet down either if you caught that. Ravens punt, 4th and 10. 8 minutes, 45 seconds on the clock. Calvin Austin fakes the fair catch again, just like last week, and the ball rolls into the end zone. Another savvy play by Calvin Austin. Cookie Monster, you're right. Love to see Herbig back. We need him back with Highsmith being out with that ankle. Hopefully Highsmith's not out long. We should probably have Highsmith on the shelf for next week, given that it's a short week, Thursday Night Football. And then after that, we get the mini bye. We get the, 10 or 11 days off. So sit Highsmith next week, and hopefully he's back for the following game, which would be Cincy. That's right around Thanksgiving time. Is that that game on a Saturday? That might be on a Saturday. I think it is. Or am I thinking later in the season? I know we have a Saturday. We definitely have one Saturday game. We might have two. That Bengals game might be on Saturday. Cookie Monster says he read something that Highsmith is going to be out for 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, that was the initial report by Dulac, and then Tomlin said in his press conference that it'd be safe to classify Highsmith as week to week. So pretty much the same thing. Royal Blood had asked me, when we getting Roman Wilson on the field, Deke? Your guess is as good as mine. I doubt we see him for the rest of the year. I really do. Because after bringing in Mike Williams, we got a solid top 4 right now. We got Pickens, Williams, Van Jefferson, and Calvin Austin. I think those guys are pretty much set as the top 4 on the depth chart. And then after that, Scotty Miller, Ben Skoranek. I have a hard time believing that Roman Wilson will crack the lineup over any of those guys. Especially because Skoranek can give us some stuff on special teams. Calvin Austin, Van Jefferson, they've been available week in and week out through this whole season. They've been building a little bit more chemistry with Russ ever since Russ got the start. So I don't see it, man. I really don't. It's unfortunate. This is almost going to be like Calvin Austin's rookie year for Roman Wilson. That's my guess. That's what I think, unless an injury happens. Spence says, "Sup, Deke? Don't catch your live streams often, but watch all your vids. Thanks for the content. Go Steelers. Let's get more D. Henry fumbles." Absolutely. Thanks for stopping through, bro. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. 1st and 10 at our own 20. Russ under center. Hands it off to Najee Harris up the middle for about 3 yards. Are you talking about Dominic Ballish says, I thought it was 3 more weeks minimum with IR designation. You talking about Roman Wilson? Even when he comes off of IR, though, I don't know if he's going to be cracking the lineup. Russ in the shotgun, 2nd and 6. Fakes the pitch to the right. Turns around, little spin move, and tosses it to Cordell Patterson on a wide receiver screen and goes for nothing. 3rd and 6 again. Or we got 6 yards to go for the first down. Now it's 3rd down instead of 2nd. 7 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. Look at those defensive stats for the Ravens. 1st in rush defense, absolute last in pass defense. Let's throw a bomb here. If they're that bad at pass defense, let's throw up a bomb. Okay, we got Ravens moving. They're saying false start. We're saying encroachment / offsides. And I think it's going to be in our favor. It looks like the Ravens are moving back. It's probably going to be 3rd and 1. Neutral zone infraction on the Ravens. Who was that? Who jumped? Is that Van Noy? Yeah, Russ got him with that cadence. Russ in the gun, 3rd and 1. Jalen Warren in the backfield. Let's just run an inside zone. Let's just keep it simple. It doesn't look like the Ravens are stacking the box here. This should be an easy run. Damn, we could have ran that. All right, Russ throws up a lob to Calvin Austin, and it hits him right in the shoulders, bro. We should have ran it with Jalen Warren. We should have just ran an inside zone with Jalen. Why aren't we doing these passes with Mike Williams? That still should have been a catch. Calvin Austin, you need to catch that. Bro, you got to catch that. That's a dime by Russ. I guess a little underthrown by a touch, but you're a professional receiver. You got to catch that. You really do. Those passes should be thrown to Pickens or Mike Williams. An outside go, vertical pattern, fade pattern. Let's throw it to the 6'2", 6'3" guys. Mike Williams, he's 6'4". Richard Arbizo asks, why do we keep doing this with Austin? I think Russ really likes Austin. I think that's why. He just hasn't been able to connect with him in the last game. And now basically the same thing in this game, too. Corliss Waitman punts it on 4th and 1. And it's kind of a short punt, but gets a lucky roll and is downed at the 25. Yeah, I'm not sure why we're not using Calvin in the slot as opposed to the outside, because he could beat defenders easy on like drag routes or out routes, corner route, like that type of stuff, as opposed to just lining them up outside and having them do go patterns. Now, I think it's different if you're chucking up the ball 50, 60 yards and Austin's way down the field, got separation on his guy, versus what we just witnessed there, where you're throwing it up to him and you're hoping that he can make a play. He could jump over to the defender. The problem with Calvin Austin is he's 5'7" 3/4. I'll give him some credit. I'll give him 5'8". Let's give him 5'8", 5'9". Still, that's not really the type of size you want to be throwing jump balls to. Unless you're Steve Smith or AB. Those are really the two outliers that come to mind of short dudes that played really big and were able to moss defenders and basically catch anything, throw their way, no matter what route it is. What other receivers were like that? Anquan Bolden, I guess. Anquan Bolden, he was kind of tall, though. He wasn't he over 6 foot? He had a stocky figure, though. Knight Rider 16 was popping, bro. Thanks for stopping through. Yeah, we got a lot of familiar names in the chat, man. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. What else you guys doing for this weekend? What else you guys doing for this game? Joe Gerber said he's doing laundry. Someone else said they were rotting in their dorm. Ash Flash out in college, rotting in his dorm. Yeah, has Mike Williams been on the field yet? Bounce that ass 412 says he needs to work the outside. Let Williams go downfield. I haven't even seen Williams yet. I've seen 18 for the Ravens. I've seen Deontay Johnson. Lamar overthrowing passes to him. Joe Scherbiak is just chilling, waiting for some pizza. Nice. What kind? You got to go with Pizza Hut, man. Pizza Hut's the goat. If you're in Pittsburgh, you go with Fiore's. Richard Arbizos has got work from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. tomorrow because sales are coming up these 2 weeks. You got to grind. You got to hit those numbers. Respect. Lamar Jackson, 1st and 1, rolls to the right, finds Isaiah Likely absolutely wide open, and he runs down into our zone, stopped at our 35. So Ravens are already in field goal position after one play. They go from their own 25. What is this defense? Man, we're in zone, and that was just probably a bad play call, really. They had a good play call against our play call. Because it didn't look like man. Isaiah Likely was just perfectly in the opening of our zone. 1st and 10. Ravens got it at our 33. Lamar hands it off to Derrick Henry. Gets about 3 yards. Nothing crazy. Going to be 2nd and 6, 2nd and 7. It's Coy Harris watching the game with his baby. Congrats, bro. Second and 7. At the 30, Lamar in shotgun. Throws up a lob. Deontay Johnson. And he drops it. Wow. Wow, this is a good ball, too. Ah, he wasn't catch. Even if he caught that, he's out of bounds. That was actually overthrown a little bit. It wasn't a bad ball by Lamar because he didn't put the ball in harm's way. If his receiver was going to, like, his receiver was going to be the only guy that was going to be able to make a play on it. He didn't give any Steeler defenders a chance. I wouldn't consider. Are you guys considering that a drop for Deontay? All right, we just had a blitz. There we go, man. There we go. 3rd and 7. We blitzed Lamar. Had to get the ball out quick. Threw it up to Zay Flowers, Joey Porter Jr. on the coverage, and the ball wasn't really close to Flowers. Overthrew him. Honestly, hold on. Let me see. It kind of looks like this wasn't a bad pass. Flowers just didn't know where the ball was. I think if he gauged it better, he could have caught that, actually. 4th and 7. Good job by the defense. Bad first play. Ravens flipped the field, got in scoring position. But, again, this defense steps up when it needs to. We got the I guess they weren't even in the red zone. Like the high red zone stop. Oh, he missed it. He missed it. That's why Chris Boswell should be making the Pro Bowl over Justin Tucker right there. That's why Chris Boswell is the best kicker in the AFC. And the NFL. Correction, the NFL. That was the closed end, too. $900 juice. All right, you're not giving Deontay any benefit of the doubt, especially now that he's on the Ravens. Say that if it hits your hands, it's a drop. It didn't look like he had his feet in bounds, though, anyway. I didn't think he was going to toe tap that. So I don't know if I can consider it a drop. And I was worried about Boz this week, too, because he went on that Big Ben podcast. I was hoping he didn't jinx himself. We got Marvin Mbaugh says love Boz, but Aubrey and Dallas is amazing. Hey, Aubrey's good, but Boz has been doing it much longer. I think Boz is more trustworthy than Aubrey. Aubrey's got a big leg. I'll give him credit. Bounce that S412 says I got 11 packs that need smoke to get 2,000. So what do you got? The Steelers getting over 11 wins? Is that what you got? If the Steelers win this game, I'm going to be making some money too because I put a lot of money in the over-under. They had us at 7.5. Well, it depends on what app you use. I think, and it depends on what line that you got or I guess odds that you got on those specific lines. Because if you did 7.5, the odds weren't that good. It was like -170 or -180. But if you did 8.5, that was closer to even odds. I think that was like around -110, -105, something like that. So I just did the 7.5. I'm like, this is too easy money. I'm not even going to mess with the 8.5, even though Tomlin literally can't do any worse than 9 games. Never had a season under 500, unless we won 8-1. But you know how rare that type of stuff is. Maybe I could have done 8.5, got the better odds, but I'm not complaining either way. Oh, we got a super chat in the house. I think this is the first super chat of my live streams, man. Joe Gerbis says, I love DJ, but F him. Steelers are better. Dropson. Yeah, man. He complained too much while he was here. I guess he ruffled too many feathers while he was here. And I don't think his play warranted that type of behavior. If you're AB, you're putting up 15, 1,600 yards, double-digit touchdowns year in and year out. Tomlin and the organization, they're going to be looking the other way. Whereas Deontay, we're pretty much getting 700-800 yards with him towards the last couple seasons. Had some drops here and there. Although he did get better with the drops as time went on. His worst season was that COVID season with the drops. But I think it had to do with how Deontay felt about the quarterback situation and us bringing Kenny back. I think he voiced his displeasure behind the scenes, and the Steelers just didn't want to deal with that anymore. And what's funny is we ended up trading Kenny like a week or two after that, once we signed Russ, and we had a whole quarterback turnover. So if Deontay just would have been chill for a couple of weeks, might have still been here, and we would have been talking about trading for a receiver. Maybe we don't have Mike Williams. Honestly, though, it wouldn't. Oh, come on, man! So I didn't do any of the play-by-play for this Steelers offensive drive, but we just got it on 3rd and 1. We tried a QB sneak with Russ and got nowhere. 3:46 on the clock right now, first quarter. Steelers up 3-0. That's where I'm at. Terrible QB sneak. Terrible. That's a problem. What is Russ doing? He hesitated. He didn't have any confidence in that. It looks like we're going for it. Tomlin's keeping the offense out there. Sneak it again. Just sneak it again. Don't get cute with it. Russ under center, hands it off to Najee and goes nowhere. Gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. Turnover on downs. That's beautiful. Just sneak it again, bro. At least Russ gained some inches. Like, he actually went forward. I feel like if we would have done it again, that would have been enough for a first down. Handing it off to Najee, we got nada. That was stupid. That was so stupid. Joe Gervis says, I can't find Coach T's hat, bro. I want that MFer. What is the hat? Hold on, let me go back. Is that the military hat? I can't believe we didn't sneak it again. Just sneak it again. And you know what? Honestly, I'm not a big Justin Fields, get him out there for his own package guy, but I wouldn't have minded that, honestly. Okay, no, it's not the military hat. That's just a all-white hat with like a gold and black Steeler logo. I don't know. I've never seen that. That's the first time I've seen that, actually. What kind of phone do you got? Because I'm seeing commercials. I don't know if it's an iPhone or if it's Android, but don't one of these devices or some of these devices give you the ability to just like tap on a photo or like, I don't know, like let AI try to figure out what hat or what clothing someone's wearing on the TV or like in a picture on the internet? Aren't some of these apps or aren't some of these new phones able to pull that shit off? Yeah, I wonder. I'm just saying. I wonder if your phone could help you find it. Sequoia Harris. It's a slow start, man. Actually, was a fast start, but now it's become a slow start. Got the fumble right out the gate. Offense put up 3 points. Defense has been holding. They've been steady. Outside of that one Isaiah Likely play, they've been solid. But I think, yeah, the offense is making it feel pretty stagnant right now. The offense is making it a snooze fest. Yeah, basically the Ravens are right back in scoring position with us not getting that short field. Old Tucker would be able to make a field goal from where they're at right now. That's probably like a 63-yarder or something. Looks like they're right over midfield. But new Tucker, he might not even be able to get it there. Yeah, it would be like a 64-yarder for Tucker. 1st and 10 at our 46. Lamar and shotgun drops back. Gets some pressure from Herbig. Makes Lamar throw it away. Just throws it into the ground, incomplete. And Herbig gets up talking some smack to Lamar. We needed him back this game, man. Thank God he's back. Wow, I'm seeing some of these bottom scores. Indy up 3-0 on the Jets. Anthony Richardson putting in some work. 900 Juice says Tomlin was showing he don't respect Tucker with that call. All right, this is great. Lamar, 2nd and 10. Runs for a first down. Gets an extra 5 yards, too. Gets 15 on the play. Fakes the handoff to Henry. And what is Patrick Queen doing there? What is Patrick Queen doing? That might have been one of the worst attempts at a tackle I've seen in a minute. No. All right, good. 1st and 10. Lamar draws back the pass. Throws it up to Isaiah Likely. Deshaun Elliott on the coverage, and Isaiah Likely and Deshaun Elliott both went down to the ground. Was worried they were going to call flag. No, that's just feet getting tangled up. Good coverage. 2nd and 10. Good coverage by Elliott. Elliott already having an awesome game. I was worried about him too. Going on Marlon Humphrey's podcast in the middle of the week. Jinxing himself, jinxing the team. Doing a podcast with the enemy. Being all jokey, all friendly with them. That ain't the NFL I grew up with. I'm sorry. That ain't the sports world that I grew up with, man. Not the biggest fan of that stuff. But hey, it is what it is. You play good, no one cares. Let's be honest. So Deshaun Elliott's playing good. I forgot that he even did a podcast with Marlon Humphrey. What podcast? Lamar gets nothing going on 2nd down. So we got 3rd and long. Minute 55 on the clock. Lamar in gun. Takes the snap. Herbig almost getting there with the pressure. Bro, our secondary must be incredible right now. Lamar gets a pass batted at the line of scrimmage. No conversion on 3rd. 4th and 11. Let's see if Tucker can make it. Dean Lowry with the batted down pass. Nothing. Bro, this defense, hey. So far, we're picking up where we left off. Facing a Lamar Jackson-led offense. Same thing with Derrick Henry, too. Derrick Henry ain't doing shit. He missed it. Wide right. No, wide left. Sorry, I'm getting my directions messed up. Wide left. He drew it too much. Holy shit. Who would have thought they see the day? Justin Tucker missing traditionally easy field goals for him. A 40-something yarder and then a 50-yarder. Like, he's got the distance. There's no wind either. These are going on the closed end, so I don't know what's going on with them. Scoy Harris, Boz going to the Pro Bowl. Yeah, it looks like Justin Tucker is writing Boz's ticket right now. But Boz is deserving in his own right. It's not that he needs Justin Tucker to be botching kicks. Boz is legitimately kicking that good. It's just with Tucker kicking like this, not as much competition for a guy like Boz. All right, so we get the ball. Yeah, no harm, no foul on us missing the 4th and 1. We get the ball back on our 40, 1st and 10. Russ hands it off to Cordell Patterson, and we get nothing. Not much going on offense. Either side. The announcer's literally just copying my takes right now. 2nd and 10, Russ drops back. Doesn't see anyone open. Looks frozen in the pocket and gets sacked by Owe. 3rd and long. This is brutal right now. This is brutal. So, thus far, first quarter, offense ain't doing shit, and the defense looks like it's back. Now, granted, we did get lucky with the Tucker missed field goals. Could easily be 6-3 Baltimore, but defenses, they're standing tall. Offense put them in a tough spot by not getting that 4th down, giving the defense the short field. So 3rd and 20. What the hell was that, bro? Russ looked like he was ready to wind up for a bomb. Didn't see anything downfield and just takes a sack. He was just scrambling in the backfield. Didn't see anyone open. Gave himself up. Just slid at the line of scrimmage. 4th and 20. Is it Fields time? I'm just messing. Yeah, and I guess no one's open. I guess no one's open. I guess. I don't know. You can't really see from the TV copy. But like I said, with that Calvin Austin throw, if we're going to throw up some passes in coverage, we're going to throw some 50-50 type of balls. Let's throw them to Pickens or Mike Williams on the outside. Has Mike Williams been in the game yet? I still have not seen Mike Williams. Dude catches the game-winning touchdown pass last week, and we don't give him any work in the next game. Make it make sense. Scoy Harris says that's good. Sparkling water. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's actually, so I don't have sparkling water in this. It is just like Brita water. I refilled it with Brita water. It's like a nice, honestly, it's a nice glass. It's a nice glass bottle to refill your water with. You know, it's better than plastic. Better than like refilling a plastic gallon or a plastic bottle of water. I also got my canteens. I got this one. I got the Old D canteen here with some water too. I got another one. I got a silver one. So the combination of this glass bottle, this canteen, this Old D canteen, and the silver canteen. I got I got a lot of water to be drank. Alexander Eckert says, "Rest in peace, Jimmy Wapo." Hold on. What is this question from Sequoia? Real talk, Deep. What position should we draft this year? Oh, okay. You're talking about like what player should we draft? What, like a receiver? Should it be a D line? I thought you were asking me like what number position should we be drafting at? I would say 32nd. I wouldn't be drafting last. Position though, I mean, receiver's got to be at the top of the list. Receiver, and then everything else is probably a luxury. We got Patrick Queen around for a while. We just drafted Peyton Wilson. Got the Sean Elliott for another year. Obviously, Minka Fitzpatrick. So safeties are good. Secondary should be good with J.P. Dre. Hopefully, Corey Trice can stay healthy and we can rely on him. But I would think we would try to re-sign Dante Jackson. Maybe we re-sign Cam Sutton. I feel like our secondary is going to be solid. But that would be, yeah, if we don't re-sign players in the secondary, that would probably be the next thing after receiver, cornerback. And we might re-sign Mike Williams, though. I would like to see what Mike Williams is capable of. I would like to give him some snaps so we could know for a fact whether or not it'd be a good idea to re-sign him. It's still early, though. It's still early with Mike Williams being a Steeler. Still, man, it can't be that hard to get the dude on the field and line up on the outside and run some vertical routes. Really can't be that hard. I could see some D-line. Maybe you draft a D lineman in the 2nd or 3rd round. I wouldn't do it 1st round because we still got Keanu Benton. I think Ogunjobi going to be a free agent? Or I think we have one more year with Ogunjobi. And then obviously we gave Cam an extension. But just adding another guy into the mix to be the future once Cam retires. Obviously, Ogunjobi's getting up there in age. Someone to pair with Benton long term. I don't think that would be a bad idea to draft either. O-line, we should be good. Although James Daniel, he's going to be a free agent. But Mason McCormick's been balling out. He's a rookie. Zach Frazier. We got Fautano. I think do we got Sam Alley for one more year? I think we got him for one more. And then we make our decision on Broderick Jones re-signing Dan Moore for left tackle. Running back, Najee, Jaylen Warren. Assuming that we resign Najee. If we don't resign Najee, running back, we got to be talking about running back. But I wouldn't want to do that in the first round. Unless it's the dude from Boise State. Maybe I can make an exception for him. TJ Watt on 2nd and 7. Looked like he was about to sack Lamar Jackson, but he got the ball out quick. Slant to Zay Flowers across the middle. Picks up the first and a lot more, unfortunately. Royal Blooded brings up Roman Wilson. We did just draft Roman Wilson in the 3rd round. That's a good point. So if we resign Mike Williams, maybe we wouldn't have to draft a receiver in the 1st round, really. So it depends on what Mike Williams does rest of this season. Almost like how we were talking about with Russ and Fields. Which guy are we going to resign? How much should we give them? Should we give either one of them a multi-year deal? How much can rely on either guy for the future? Who do we want to mortgage our franchise for? It all depends how either one of them played. If Fields got time, how he looked, what does Russ look like this season? Does he look like the old Russ? And as of right now, I would say we should be looking to re-sign Russ to be our guy for the next 2 or 3 years. But I think you still just got to see how the season plays out. We have the rule that we don't give any contract extension in the middle of the season. So there's really not a great reason to be talking about it or be stressing about it. Because there's going to be just so much more body of work. There's going to be how many more games left to be played that we're going to be able to analyze. There's just going to be more tape. There's going to be more things to look at, more things to analyze. But so far, Russ is A+. He's passing with flying colors. I would give him the contract extension. If you made me make the decision right now, I'd say, yeah. Let's give that contract to Russ, and we'll figure out what Fields wants to do. If Fields wants to come back, be the backup, all for it. We'll give him like a little $10 million contract. If not, we just say, we got to part ways. Maybe we re-sign Kenny Pickett to come back, be the backup, trade for Kenny. Bring back Mason. Actually, bringing back Mason wouldn't be a bad call. I think he only signed to the Titans for a 1-year deal. Bring back Mason to be the backup if Fields leaves. Sign like a Danny Dimes or something. I would want Fields back, though. Some team might give him an opportunity, though. It's a weak quarterback class. Because after Shador and Cam Ward, it's a huge drop-off. I don't know if any of those guys are deserving of going in the 1st round after those two. I think Shador and Cam Ward are probably going to go 1, 2, top 5. There's no reason to be taking Carson back in the 1st round. There's no reason to be taking Quinn Ewers in the 1st round. They might, though. Maybe they just go in the 1st round because of the quarterback position. And there's going to be some guy from some mid-tier school that starts getting talked about, and the buzz just gets crazy the closer and closer we get to draft. Once the combine hits, some dude's going to have like some crazy arm talent and show off the arm strength, run fast, show off some athleticism, and people are going to be flying him up the draft boards, rocket shooting him up the draft boards. Square Harris says Arch Manning. He ain't in this draft. He'd be in next year's draft, I think. Well, he'd be eligible for next year's draft because he'd be 3 years out of high school. And I guess that'd be up to him to make the decision whether or not he wants to go pro, go back to Texas. Hell, Quinn Ewers could maybe go back to Texas and skip the pros. And that would make the time even longer for when Arch might get a shot at Texas. He might have to transfer if Ewers went back. Or maybe you just make it an open competition. And if Ewers loses it, maybe he transfers before the season or something. I think Shador's pretty good. I like Shador. I would maybe prefer Cam Ward over Shador. I think he's got more pop. I think he's got better arm strength and just like more talent. But Shador's really, I think he's legit. I think Shador has got like better accuracy than Cam Ward. He's really accurate passer. And don't get me wrong, I don't think Shador's arm talent's bad. I don't. I just feel like Cam's got a little more sizzle, a little more pop. Royal Blooded. asked like Malik Willis. Are you talking about Cam Ward, comparing Cam Ward to Malik Willis? I think he's better than Malik Willis. Not even a question. Coming out of college, just like a way better quarterback. Whereas I think Malik Willis coming out was more of a raw prospect. Cam Ward, he can do it all at the quarter. I think he's a really good leader too. Just watch his game. You'll see it. Like if you watch his game, any one of his games, you're just like, yeah, that's a guy right there. That's a guy that should be drafted in the top 5. Oh, this is a hot take. 717 West says Jalen Milroe, best QB in college, in my opinion. He's got talent for sure. He's definitely got talent. I don't know, man. I would have him in the second tier, though. I'd probably have him with like a Quinn Ewers and a Carson Beck, like that category. I think you got to for sure top 2 in Shedeur and Cam Ward. All right, we got the ball. Steelers got the ball back. Ravens had to punt. We got it at our own 20, 1st and 10. Hand off the middle, and just like all of our other handoffs this game, pretty much it goes nowhere. 2nd and long, 2nd and 10. All right, 2nd and 10. Russ, play action, Najee Harris, and then pass it to Najee Harris in the flat. Najee takes it for a nice 20-yard gain. Najee tried to do a little hurdle. This almost looked like a broken play. Because Russ threw it just like he threw it a little bit behind Najee. He had to spin around to get it. Mason McCormick, bro, look at 66 down the field blocking. And then he's hitting dudes after the whistle. Mason McCormick, what a steal of a draft pick, 4th round. Russ, play action, roll out. Finds Pickens. Come on, GP. Show the replay. I want to figure out who to blame. Was that an underthrow by Russ or was that a drop by Pickens? Catch the ball, bro. Catch the ball. You got to catch that. You got to catch that. No excuse. I don't think that was a bad pass by Russ. Kept it away from the defender. That wasn't a bad pass. Yes, could it have been a foot higher? Sure. You got to catch that. 2nd and 10, though. We make up for the drop a little bit. Russ dumps it off to Pat Freiermuth. We get a 9-yard gain. Sitting at 3rd and 1. Freiermuth shaking up a little bit after the play. Goes to the sideline. No. Goes back on the field. Looks like he's good. What are we doing on 3rd and 1? We failed on the sneak. We failed on the run up the middle already. We got Cordell Patterson in the game. No Najee Harris. Russ is in shotgun. Darnell Washington at receiver. Pickens out there and Freiermuth out there. And Russ is frozen in the pocket, takes the snap, spins around a little bit, does some vintage Rush shit, finds Pickens across the middle for the 1st down. Nice. Ravens looking for a penalty. Oh, we got a scrum. Who's getting after it? Ravens were looking for a penalty on Pickens. They were saying Pickens was pushing off on that catch. No flag, though. We're good. 1st down. We're moving it. Feeling like our best offensive drive in a minute. Ooh, no, come on, bro. They're calling a push off on that, or they want to push off on that. Come on, bro. That'd be ticky tacky. Zach Frazier and Marlon Humphrey. 1st and 10. Cross midfield. Russ under center. Ben Skoranek in motion. Russ hands it off to Najee Harris. Hits the hole. Picks up the easy first down. Good blocking. And there's a flag. Flag after the play. Is there more fighting? Good blocking across the board. Skoranek even putting his hand in the pile. Getting in the mix there. Show the replay. All right. That was nothing. Dude, how's that on Broderick Jones? How is that on Broderick Jones? Marlon Humphrey hits Broderick in the helmet, and Jones does nothing. So what's the unsportsmanlike conduct for with Broderick Jones? What the hell? I don't understand. But there's really no harm with the penalties because there was one on us and one on the Ravens. They called unsportsmanlike on Broderick. They called unsportsmanlike on Humphrey. And they said it just offset. Now there's another flag? Why is there a flag on the field? No one picked it up. Okay. So we got it at the Ravens 36. We're in field goal range. Looking good. Russ under center. 1st and 10. Skoranek out there again in motion. Russ hands it off to Najee Harris. Gains a couple yards. Falls forward. Oh, man. Sorry about that. You guys are saying Broderick stood over him. I didn't even notice that, to be honest. Russ in the gun, 2nd and 8. Fakes the handoff. Has a lot of time. Looking downfield, doesn't see anything. Has to dump it off to Skoranek out in the flat. End up picking up 4 yards. Safe play by Russ. Now we're 3rd and 4. Jaden says, bless you, Deke. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Royal blooded. Great question. Where's Mike Williams? Now that we're in the high red zone here, we're over in the 30. Wouldn't be a bad idea to get Mike Williams out there in his 6'4" frame. Good things happened last week when we put him in. Russ, dude, I don't know what's going on here. Holding on to the ball and taking sacks. Not seeing anything. At least he's not turning it over. Now we got a Boswell field goal. Is anyone open? Yeah, no one's open. Dude, he kind of had that corner route, but I don't know what his read progression is. If that's his 3rd or 4th read, might be tough to get to that point. I don't know. Russ ain't playing that amazing right now. Boswell money, 52-yard attempt. That was a 52-yard attempt, and he made it look like it was an extra point. Jeez, oh man, more fighting. Ravens are starting this shit, man. It looks like Steelers players are just chilling. We're just putting up points. We're winning the game 6-0. We're cruising. Ravens are trying to start shit. Ravens are trying to get a fight here. I didn't see this. Sequoia Harris says Jones got kicked. When was it? Was this a couple plays ago when they threw the flag? Did Humphrey initially kick Jones, and then Jones stood over him, and then Humphrey smacked him in the helmet? So if you want to take that sequence of events, who do you think deserves the unsportsmanlike conduct? Not Broderick Jones. Yeah, Broderick ain't messing around. I mean, you got to respect Broderick for standing up for himself here. He ain't getting punked. I think we got to give credit to Broderick too. I haven't seen him get cooked. You guys tell me if I'm wrong. I haven't seen him get cooked on that outside, that right side. It seems like the line actually ain't doing that bad. Russ is taking set. He's holding on to the ball a little bit more than my liking, and he's not making plays. It's one thing to hold on to the ball and shake off a defender, scramble in the backfield, improvise, and complete something down the field. It's another thing to just you got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got like 4 seconds and the ball ain't out. Granted, last play, like I said, it didn't look like too many guys were open. I thought the corner route was there. I did. But I'm just playing quarterback from my computer chair. Not the easiest thing to do live in an actual game. Matthew Novak has an opinion on it. He's got an angle. He says, Russ isn't built for this type of game, unfortunately. The wide receivers need fast separation, and he has to take shots. We definitely are getting – it doesn't look like we're getting quick separation. I'll give you that. Now, part of that could be play calling. We got more long developing routes. Yeah, I don't know. We're not able to see the full picture on this TV broadcast. I think Russ is built for this game, though. I mean, an AFC North battle. He was in a ton of these type of games over in the NFC West with Seattle. Boswell was doing some pushing. Looked like one of the Ravens who was trying to take like a cheap shot at his leg. But think of Russ with Seattle going up against those San Fran teams. Those San Fran teams had good defenses. Those were tough battles. Those were low-scoring battles. So I think Russ is perfectly built for AFC North ball, Steelers-Ravens rivalry. And the thing with Russ is you got to wait till the second half to talk about how he did in a given game. You got to wait for the second half. You got to wait for the fourth quarter. That's when you get the full picture. All right, he's starting off slow a little bit. We're up 6-0. At least he's not turning the ball over. But if he's got to heat up in the second half, more likely than not, he's going to heat up. He's going to be doing some clutch things for us. Where's the holding? Where's the holding on Cam Hayward? Thank you. Thank you. 1st and 10, though. Yeah, Lamar hands it off to Derrick Henry. Sweep to the left. Cam Hayward in perfect position, about to make the tackle. He's getting held, and Henry's able to gain about 4 or 5 yards. But they actually called the holding, so it's coming back. It's going to be 1st and 20. Good call, ref. Good call. We always talk about the shitty calls the refs make. Let's give the ref credit there. Thank you. First and 20 at the Ravens 20. Lamar and gun. Drops back. Throws a strike to Mark Andrews. Minka Fitzpatrick on the coverage. Ravens gain. That was about 15 yards. 13 yards. Mark Andrews just on an out route. Got some separation on Minka. Not terrible coverage. It was a good play. Good play by a good tight end, Mark Andrews. Good pass by a good quarterback, and Lamar Jackson. Got to give credit where credit's due. Almost like the Jaden Daniels pass last week to McLaurin down the sideline. JPJ was in really good position, but perfect pass, perfect throw. What can you do? It's going to happen every once in a while. Just don't let it beat you mentally. Just don't get down. Stay up. It's still 2nd and 7. On to the next play. And the Ravens get a false start. So they continue to move back. They continue to screw themselves. It's going to be 2nd and 12 at the Ravens, I believe 28. 2nd and 11. Sorry. Yeah, it's nice to see Ravens screwing themselves over. 5 penalties, 35 yards, as opposed to the Steelers. We only got 1 penalty for 5 yards. Early in the season, though, holy hell, it seemed like we had like 8 or 9 penalties a game. We've cleaned it up a lot, actually. That's something that hasn't really been talked about. Definitely contribute to us winning games. It definitely helps us. It doesn't hurt us cleaning up those penalties. I know JPJ had his moments last game, but as a whole, like as a team, think over the last 3, 4, 5 weeks, I feel like we haven't been penalized that bad. It's been the other teams that have been way worsely penalized. Lamar Jackson, though, on 2nd and 11, overthrows his target. Good coverage by the Steelers. Lamar ain't doing shit, man. 3rd down passing, 0 for 4. They just brought up the graphic on the screen. Lamar in the gun, 3rd and 11. TJ Watt rushing from the opposite side. Cam Hayward almost gets a sack on him. And Lamar completely overthrows a wide open Zay Flowers. Beanie Bishop was in coverage. Was lurking back there. Look at this, man. Look at this. We had the pressure too. Oh man, I don't know why Lamar didn't run that. Oh my. I guess we did have, who was that? That looked like a safety. We did have a safety running down, spying on Lamar, looking to make that tackle. Baltimore's got a punt though. Thank God. 4th and 11. Calvin Austin fields it and gets a nice little return. Calvin Austin, really an unsung guy on this team this year. Hasn't been doing anything crazy. Now, he did have the punt return touchdown a few games back. But, like, as a whole, if you look at his season stat line, you would say, man, yeah, it's all right. Nothing crazy. We would have hoped for more out of Calvin Austin. But he's had his moments, like that punt return touchdown, like that touchdown in the Chargers game from Fields. And just the fact, too, he catches every damn punt. He catches every damn punt. Either it's a clean, fair catch, or when he does catch it, he picks up typically at least 10, 15 yards. Really good security blanket for the special teams. Wish he was doing more on offense, but he ain't like hurting us. You know what? He has had some drops recently. He had a drop in today's game, had a drop last week for a touchdown. Had a drop in Russ's first start. Yeah, maybe I'm giving Austin too much credit. And in the punt return game, he deserves all the credit in the world. All the credit. But Calvin did have that nice catch at the end of last game. Set us up for that game-winning touchdown. It's just weird. Expectations are such a big part of how we talk about players. It is so much. Because if we still had Deontay Johnson and Deontay was doing typical Deontay stuff and he had like a typical Deontay season, say it's like 800-900 yards, a few touchdowns, but a drop every 3 or 4 games, we'd be pissed off. But that's way better than anything Calvin Austin's doing right now. But it's expectations because we paid Deontay Johnson a good amount of money. Deontay already set a certain standard for himself, a bar for himself. So we judge off that. With Calvin Austin, it just feels like his ceiling is wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4-ish. Good gadget guy, good punt return guy. Whereas Deontay Johnson, we were talking about him being, before we drafted Pickens, being our number 1 guy. He was the guy that Ben targeted the most at a Pro Bowl season. So expectations, dude. Expectations. Big part of how we talk about players, how we talk about teams, how we rank things. Steelers Girl 517 asking, we live? Yes, we live. We are definitely live. What's popping? Square says, let's get Vince Williams on the podcast with Moats. He was on the podcast. I think we had him on a couple years ago. What is good? It might be time for Fields, bro. I'm saying that tongue in cheek. I'm not saying that seriously. You got to stick with Russ. You got to let the rest of the game play out. There's a whole second half. He had the flat. He had Skoranek on the dump off. Second 11. Russ just took a sack. Ravens got 4 sacks on the game. Seems like way more than that. Only 4 sacks. Russ in shotgun. Sees Najee Harris on the curl route coming out the backfield. Would have been a 6-7 yard gain, but Najee Harris dropped it. Katie Swag says the line ain't blocking. I feel like the line's not doing bad. Russ, he's just not playmaking. He's not. Just feels like a weird game. I think Russ is just feeling out the Ravens defense. He's just trying to figure it out at this point. It just seems like on these sacks, though, Russ has time. He has, like, yes, would you like the protection to be better? I think Lamar has had better protection throughout the course of this game. I'll give you that. But Russ could be avoiding these sacks if he got the ball out quicker. But, like I said, I don't know who's getting up, and I don't know if these play calls are conducive to getting the ball out quickly right now. But he's also not making plays. He's not escaping the pocket. He's not making any of the Ravens defenders miss. He's looking Denver Russ right now, to be honest. We're up. We're winning 6-0 because a lot of the games now his stat line don't look bad from the end of last season, the touchdown interception ratio, but he didn't throw for like a crazy amount of yards. He converted a ton in the red zone. You got to give the dude credit there. And he went on that winning streak in the middle of the season, but they weren't winning games like we've been seeing the Steelers win games where we're putting up 30 points per game as an offense. Denver was winning games like 21-16, like 17-14, that type of stuff. A win's a win. A win's a win, but all I'm saying is he's looking more like Denver Russ right now. Like if we were getting this Russ, I'd say stick with Fields. But I don't think this is what we're going to be seeing from Russ the rest of this game. Again, there's a second half. There's a second half, man. Russ has been playing great for us this year. Like let's not jump off the ship. Let's not go crazy right now. Steelers go 517 says Deke chill. Hello. I am. I'm chill. I'm just providing some commentary here. I'm providing some nuance, some context. TJ Watt doesn't get the sack. It actually goes to Loudermilk. TJ Watt, though, as soon as Lamar snapped it, 1st and 10, TJ Watt was right there. What's not good? What's not good for Pittsburgh? They just threw a flag. Oh, my God. Okay, I could live with that. I could live with a defensive holding. I thought when they said that's not good for Pittsburgh that we had an injury or something. Ah, come on, bro. Flop of the century. My God. Patrick Queen's pressing Mark Andrews at the line of scrimmage. 5 yards. That wasn't down the field. That was within the 5 yards, it looked like. Mark Andrews was holding on him, too. He had his arm extended on Patrick Queen. And he's like, I need a call. We need something. We're desperate. TJ Watt's about to sack Lamar Jackson. Ends up being Isaiah Loudermilk. We need something. Let me throw up a hand. Let me throw up a Hail Mary to try to get a penalty here. Let me try to pull a Leo DiCaprio. My God. Game zone. Let's go, bro. Thanks for stopping through. Lamar, 2nd and 7. Play action. Finds Rashad Bateman across the middle of the field for about a 20-yard gain. Good pass. Good pass. Found the hole in our zone. Joe Gerber says they rocked the shit. Yeah. Oh, Patrick Queen lit him up. That was an old school hit right there. That looked like that was kind of helmet to helmet. That really was an old school hit. That looked like a Ryan Clark hit. That looked like a James Harrison type of hit. He kind of got his helmet there. Bateman went low, though. He lowered the target area. So you can't really blame Queen like that. My God, bro. Thank God for Minkah Fitzpatrick. My God. Yep. They got us on that one. Hell of a tackle by Minkah. It looked like he was getting left in the dust. Great effort on that. Saved the day. Now let's hold them to a field goal. Even though if they kick the field goal, it's no guarantee. They might even miss it. All right, so they're in our zone now after that big Derrick Henry run. 1st and 10, Lamar drops back the pass, finds a wide open Isaiah Likely down the sideline, and he's able to pick up, after the first down, an additional 4 or 5 yards. Now the Ravens are sitting at 1st and goal. This is looking rough. This is bleak. I hope this isn't the thing that wakes up the offense. I hope it doesn't. I wish it didn't have to be to that point where the defense has to start giving up points for Russell Wilson, the offense, to wake up and be like, "Oh man, yeah, I think it's time to start putting up points. We're down. Defense is giving up some stuff. Let's pick up our end. Let's bail them out." Shouldn't be that way. We're all right, man. Even if they score here, we're all right. Let's try to hold them to this field goal, but it's so close to the goal line right now. That's 1st and goal, and the time is 2 minutes left. They just did the 2-minute warning that we should get the ball back with some time left for a chance. So it's either going to be 7-6. Let's say, I don't even know. It's either going to be 3-6 Ravens. It's going to be 7-6, or we're going to get a chance to score, maybe go up before halftime. So it's not going to be the end of the world either way. Either we're going to be up on the Ravens by a few, or the Ravens, worst case scenario, they're going to be up 1 going in half. Not a big deal. I think we get the ball coming out of half too. We can live with that. We were down 10 to the Commanders in the 3rd quarter last week. Square Harris dropping the Russ stat line, 10 for 15, 65 yards. Yeah, not optimal. Not what we're looking for. Oh, that's a good point. We were talking about the Ravens' pass defense all freaking week. Then they got 65 passing yards. Oh, and just a heads up for anyone who wants to stop through after the game. I'm going live over Bleach Report. I'll do the post-game report over there. So far, though, it's kind of been a snooze fest. Snooze fest of a game. I like that we're winning. Feels like a throwback type of game. Feels like a game I grew up with. Whenever Big Ben was in his prime. Whenever we had Willie Parker out there. We had Holmes. We had Hines Ward. Ravens had Ray Lewis. Had Reed. This is the type of game it feels like. 570 says, won't lie. This is the time I'd like to see some Fields combos. You can at least run. At the very least, throw in some stuff to confuse the Ravens defense. Man, I'm still not a fan of it. You got one quarterback, you stick with that quarterback. I guess I got that old school mentality. Just like I was saying, I don't feel like players should be going on opponents' podcast the week before a game. Perry Ellis says, remember, Kenny Pickett won versus Baltimore. Russ has to win. Man, why do we got to take a shot at Kenny Pickett, man? Why can't it just be Russ is a good quarterback in his own right. I expect him to step up in the second half. Kenny played good in that Ravens game, man. That was on the road. That was in the winter. Game-winning drive at Baltimore. Playoff lives are on the line. Let's not sneeze at what Kenny did in 2022. Let's not forget. That was big time. Derrick Henry scores. Scores tied 6-6. I guess we can't give the Ravens 7 just yet. We got to see Tucker actually kick this. This isn't old Tucker anymore. You can't make it seem like an extra point as a foregone conclusion. Brett, Kenny, listen, Kenny did good things in Pittsburgh. People don't want to acknowledge that. That's all I'm saying. And I think the good things that he did are attributes or the type of things you're looking for in a franchise quarterback, like game-winning drives in the fourth quarter, stepping up in the fourth quarter. It's kind of a big deal. A guy that's clutch, a guy that doesn't let the moment get too big for him. Those aren't stuff that you could teach. Now, granted, he didn't put the rest of it together. I get that. But I think Matt Canada being our offensive coordinator was a big part of that reason. Yes, Kenny didn't help himself, but Canada being here definitely didn't help. And it's Canada's job to help. It's literally Matt Canada's job to help the offense, to put the players in the right position, and he didn't do that. It's just atrocious. So not only was Kenny in the offense last couple of years, going up against the opposing teams, he's going up against our own coordinator. Ben had to deal with the same shit, too, Ben's last season. But Kenny also got hurt, too. Just wasn't available. When things would start looking up for Kenny, when it looks like we would get some momentum on offense, doing some good things, he would get hurt and be unavailable, which opened the door up for a guy like Mason Rudolph. So I've probably said this story how many times on my own videos and on the podcast, but just want to remind you guys. It seems like people forget. DC 53 was good, man. What's popping? Brandon Clark says we need to get points before half. Yes, let's not turn the ball over, though, either. Let's not do something stupid. I could live with being down 1 at half. I want to score points, though. We got 3 timeouts. You got a minute. We're going to get the ball at the 30. Derrick Henry really hasn't done shit this game outside of that one run. So credit to the defense. He had 1 run pop off. You're going to get that every once in a while from a Derrick Henry, but outside of that, haven't done much. Now, the Ravens haven't been running it. I feel like they've been playing stupid, kind of. They really haven't been running the ball. It's almost like what they did in the AFC Championship game against the Chiefs. They abandoned the run. Only 8 runs for Derrick Henry in the first half. How many times have we run it? And we haven't even been that successful. And I like that about us. We will stick with the run game. As long as it's not going backwards consistently or we're not getting stonewalled at the line of scrimmage every time we run. As long as we're going forward for a couple yards, I could live with it. I could live with us not being extremely efficient. As long as we're staying somewhat on schedule. Wow, it's already November 17th. We haven't been running the ball that much, actually. Is this a flag? What's going on with the clock? Let's make sure we're not losing time here. We only have 10 rushes. They actually have more rushes than us. I'm an idiot. We have 10 rushes. They have 11. They have 80 yards. We only have 38. Outside of that, what was that? A 30-yard run, a 40-yard run from Henry? They only have about the same amount of yards as us. They'd have about 40 yards. It's part of the game. I mean, you just can't take that away. But looking at the whole picture, I feel like our defense has been pretty stout. We need more points. Oh, Pickens, come on, man. Why is it there's something every game? There's a little something every game with him. He dropped the pass earlier. This one, an easy toe tap catch. He's not detailed. He doesn't got the details all together. There's no reason. How? I don't understand. I think he was trying to get the first down, but he's what is going on? He's pushing out the ball horizontally. Look, there's a double bubble gum wrapper right there. I guess that's Danny Smith. Jeez, oh man. Yeah, I guess you got to credit him for trying to make the play, but there's ways to go about making the play. Let's get the toes down first before we're trying to reach for a first down. And if you're going to reach for the first down, at least push it ahead, push it vertically, not horizontally. So that's two things for Pickens this game. Two little things that pop up again. And it feels like Pickens is having a good game. We're getting the ball a little bit. 5 receptions, 28 yards. Not bad. Given our offense as a whole right now. Given that Russ only has 70 yards? 70 yards, and Pickens got 28 of it. All right. Oh my God. Russ! Oh, come on. He did some playmaking that time in the backfield. Definitely did some playmaking, made some guys miss, but then ultimately doesn't get the first down. Kyle Hamilton looks hurt. Man. Russ taking out Kyle Hamilton. I think that was probably more Zach Frazier hurting Kyle Hamilton, not Russ. Frazier came in with that late hit. Although that wasn't it. Frazier didn't do anything bad. He was just trying to push Russ forward. What are we doing here? 4th and 1. Are we going? I didn't even think of this. I just assumed we were going to punt. What are we doing? Announcer saying we're kicking it. Calvin Austin got hurt? When did Calvin Austin get hurt? Yeah, we can't go for this. Now we give it to the Ravens, though. They got 2 timeouts, 40 seconds. We can't go for this. That'd be so stupid. Corliss Waitman punts it 4th and 1. It's a boot. That's a hell of a kick. Great kick. Pierre downs it within the 10. Yeah, look at Lamar's stats for the game. I told you in the preview show, I said I'll believe it when I see it. I know Lamar's lighting it up this year, but haven't seen him do jack shit against the Steelers in any of his starts against us. And he's not doing anything today. Derrick Henry. Fumble! Fumble! Was that PQ? Holy hell. Give that to us. Give that to us. No forward progress. None of that bullshit. Give that to us. Let's go. All right. Mink is talking some shit. He's talking some shit to a lineman. Let's go. Let's go. There's a flag. There's a flag for something. Probably some unnecessary roughness. Wow. Hell of a play. Who was that? It looked like, did PQ jar it loose? And I think he picked it up. Yeah, it was him. Ah! Let's hope he's not down. Let's hope he's not down at elbow. Come on. Is the ball moving? I gotta assume the ball's moving. Go in slow-mo. Show it in slow-mo. All right, they gave it to us. That's moving. That's a fumble. That's easily a fumble. Offsetting unnecessary roughness penalties. Again. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, we could just keep getting these unnecessary penalties, unnecessary roughness penalties all day if it's offsetting. What does it matter? But if you keep getting those, you could be disqualified. That's the downside. There it is. I like the, hey man, I'll take that all day, man. He's sticking up for your teammates. Being brothers out there. I'll take that all day. Minka just looking out for Queen. Marcari was on top of Queen, probably talking some shit. I don't know. And Minka's like, nah, we ain't doing that. Get up off him. 30 seconds left. We have 3 timeouts, and we got the ball in the red zone now. At the 20. Russ in the gun. Doesn't see anything. Scrambles. Picks up a yard. Man, what is going on with this offense? And there's a flag. We're getting some Fields comments in the chat. Not yet, bro. Listen, we're about to go up in this game. We're about to go up in this game. Either 9-7 or 13-7. There's no reason to sit Russ. We got a whole second half. And that's Russ's time to shine. Yeah. What is that? So the penalty's on the Ravens. He's holding them. 1st and 10 at the 15. Because of that penalty. Russ in the gun. Cordell Patterson in the backfield. Russ gets it out quick to Pat Fermi. Like, that's the type of shit I'm talking about. Why aren't we getting the ball out like that? We could have been doing this all game. Cookie Monster says, absolutely disgusting performance by the offense. It ain't pretty. It ain't terrible, though. I mean, we're trying to win this game. They ain't doing what they have been, though. I'll give you that. I've been saying last couple weeks, I feel like I could count on the offense each game to put up something in the high 20s. I have more faith in the offense than the defense. And this game is proving that sentiment wrong. Defense is balling out. Defense is carrying right now. The 2 fumbles, getting that stop on short field after we missed the 4th down conversion. Nothing on 2nd and 5. Russ has to throw it away. White Spider's ready for Fields. We want to give him some plays. I'm not ready, man. Listen, dude, we just put up 30 points per game with Russ the last 3 starts. Dude has a 100% or not 100%, a perfect passer rating in the 4th quarter. He's been clutch. Like, there's just no reason to jump the gun right now. There's no reason. No reason for it. Steelers, Kings. Steelers equals Kings a little bit. Says throwing a jump ball to Pickens right here. Yeah, why don't we do that? Where's Darnell Washington? Get Darnell on the outside. Get Darnell or Mike Williams on an outside. Get Pickens on an outside. Get Muth at the tight end spot or in the slot. Get a Warren in the backfield. Get some type of formation like that. All right, we're just going 5 wide with Van Jefferson, Cordell Patterson, Freiermuth, and Calvin Austin. Patterson motions back into the running back spot. Russ is in the gun, 3rd and 5, 14 seconds left at the 9. And we got another flag. There's a flag fest today. Refs are throwing the laundry all over the field. And more of a scrum, more of a scuffle after the whistle between Ravens and Steelers. White Spider says, you're with me. Just saying maybe a few RPOs on 3rd downs. I think I'm just old school. I don't think I'm ever going to get over it. If you want to go with Fields, you're putting in Fields. I think he should be your starter then. If we're talking about RPOs and 3rd downs and stuff, it's like, all right, why don't we just run a whole offense around that with Fields? Why don't we just keep him out there and run an offense for his capabilities? All right, Russ lobs it up to Pickens. That was a great call by Steelers equals Kings. Great call because we just did it. That was a good play. I think that was a good opportunity. You take that chance. You just wish Pickens came down with it. That was a good play by Ravens defender. Who was that? Tre'Davious White. It's a good play. Good throw. Good attempt. Jets came back on Indy. They're up 14-13. All right, Boswell has a 32-yard attempt. And whoa! Nails it. The broadcaster said nails it. Holy hell, that squeaked by. It sounded like it hit the upright. Show the replay on that. Holy shit. I feel like I've been doing a really good job with swearing today, too. I haven't really been swearing. I have no F-bombs. I don't think I've dropped any F-bombs. I've said shit a couple times. I think I might have said damn, but that's about it. D. Kiefer says it did hit the upright. Yeah. That was not drilled through the uprights. That was not money. That was very sketchy. That's how Tucker was missing. I wonder if it is that side. Tucker was missing. He missed both his kicks like that over on that side on the closed end. But it doesn't say it's windy. You can see the flags on the uprights. It's not windy. Those aren't moving. So I don't know what the hell is going on. Just learning again is grabbing a burger. I don't blame you for halftime. That sounds great. What burger are you getting? Cooking it yourself? I think you got to go 5 guys. You go 5 guys or Mickey D's. Those are the spots. Those are the go-to spots for burgers. Burgatory's up there. Burgatory's really good too. I'm assuming Ravens are going to just take a knee here. Wow, Chicago's up on Green Bay. I didn't see that happening. Rams are beating New England 14-10. Stafford balling out. 11-16, 153 yards, 2 touchdowns. Puka, 117 yards and a touchdown, 6 receptions. Drake May, 14-21, $150 and a touchdown. Not playing bad. It is halftime officially. Steelers 9, Ravens 7. We're playing fine, man. We're playing fine. The offense should be better, could be a lot better. We're up 9-7 against the Ravens at home with a half to go, and we're getting the ball coming out of half. We're fine, man. Perry Ellis asks, Deke, what do you say about Russ so far? Looks off. Feels like he's holding the ball a little bit too long at times, but I don't know if we're running the right plays to get the ball out quick, because sometimes they show the replay and receivers are covered. So receivers aren't helping Russ necessarily either. Line's been all right. You wish could be giving Russ a little bit more time, but I think Russ could negate the Lions' performance by just getting the ball quick. Like he has time to make a read or two, is what I'm saying. And then once that read or two is not there, it looks like he freezes up a little bit, trying to escape the pocket. Then he's not really able to do much playmaking today. He's done a couple times, but even when he has escaped the pocket, he's been getting tackled right back at the line of scrimmage or for like a yard or two gain. That's about it. No wow moments, but you could at least say he's not turning the ball over and we're winning the game. He's doing enough for us to win the game. And that is the ultimate goal. Not every game has to be pretty. Not every game has to be perfect. Do what you can to get out of the stadium with a win. And if we got to play the game like this, considering how our defense is balling out, almost like this is very similar to when we had Fields in. Very, very similar. Where defense was lights out those first three games. For the first half of the season, defense was playing really, really good. And what we asked Fields to do, just, hey, at least don't turn the ball over. Make your splash play. Pick your spots when they count, when we need you to. And he did that. So Russ he's in that similar vein right now. But honestly, he's not doing as much wow as what Fields was doing those first however many games. Fields at least was giving us some wow in spots, especially with his legs. So not the best performance by Russ, but I'm not going to knock him too much. We got a whole second half. That's where the money's made. That's where it's really time to shine. And as I said, Russ has a perfect passer rating in his first three games back in the fourth quarter. So let's not write the script. Let's not make it seem like this game's over for Russ and this is the final story of his Ravens debut. We still got a whole second half. Ray Martinez says, figured their secondary would be better, especially after Elliott was talking trash on Humphrey's podcast. That is true. That's another reason. I don't like podcasts like that. I don't like players going on opponents' podcast, rivals' podcast, being all buddy and friendly and talking trash before a game, or just even in general in the middle of the season. It's just what's the point? You're putting an extra little target on your back. You're putting some unnecessary headlines out there, providing some just extra energy, some extra motivation for your opponents. There's no reason to do that. No reason to do that. But Sean Elliott's playing good today, so I will overlook it. The defense is playing good today. You play good, I'll look past it. But at the same time, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think there's a huge gain in it. Because if you're playing good and you didn't do the podcast, it's the same thing. We're just looking for good play on the field. But if you play bad and you're noisy, you're in the media, you're making headlines, then it's like, man, shouldn't you be studying the playbook a little bit more? Shouldn't you be working out on the details a little bit more than going on opponent's podcast and putting targets on our back and adding to the headlines for this game? That's all. I'm not saying that they can't be mutually exclusive or anything like that. Like, there's no way Deshaun Elliott or Marlon Humphrey are thinking about that podcast, or these players are really thinking about that podcast in the middle of this game. I get that, but it's just for optics purposes, man. Just for optics. I lean on the side of just let the play do the talking. That's why I wasn't honestly going back to my man Kenny whenever he had his first offseason in the league between his rookie year and his second year. I wasn't the biggest fan of him doing all those like media interviews and those media rounds. It's like, bro, we haven't really done anything yet. You had a solid rookie year, turned the season around, almost made the playoffs, had those game-winning drives. But it's like, man, let's let the play do the talking. Let's build off this in the actual season as opposed to like talking about it on podcast. John Kovac says Ravens pass defense is bad on paper. Throw all those pointless stats in the trash for this. I agree with you and I don't agree with you at the same time. It's bad on paper this year in terms of the production and stats they've put out up to this point because they are 32nd in the league in pass defense. They've given up the most pass touchdowns and passing yards. But if you look at it on paper from their players, I'd argue like on paper their defense or their secondary is above average, if not just good, with Kyle Hamilton, Marlon Humphrey, Stevens. They just picked up a Tre'Davious White. They drafted Nate Wiggins in the first round out of Clemson. So, like, I actually on paper, if you look at their depth chart, not knowing what the stats are and the production is for the season, I'd actually say, like, yeah, on paper that they should be good. But you're right in the sense that what they've done up to this point on paper has been bad. And that's not reflective of necessarily what's happening today. They've been playing pretty good. Cookie Monster says, just saw Mike Williams is not playing today. Did we bench him? Or he's not inactive. I've seen it. I saw him on the sidelines. What's going on? Is he available? Is he hurt? Is he in the doghouse? What the hell? I'd like to think that a receiver we just traded for and felt like we needed, a guy that's pretty talented, former top 10 pick, a guy that's had multiple 1,000-yard seasons. I'd like to think that you trade for that guy, you feel like you need him, and in his debut gets a 30-yard game-winning touchdown. He'd be getting more snaps as time goes on. Call me crazy. It's not a strange concept, though. Get a talented 6'4" receiver out on the field. Mariah EP says Warren is better than Najee. Oh, I can't say that. I've said that in the past, but I can't say that right now. I'm sorry. I can't. Najee's been running pretty good this season. Jalen hasn't been available. Jalen fumbled last week. I feel like if you can guarantee me Warren, if you gave Warren 300 touches, let's just say you give Najee 300 touches, you give Warren 300 touches, and you guaranteed me in each scenario, both players stay fully healthy, both players don't fumble, I'd say Jalen would have better stats. I think he'd have more efficient stats. He'd be more of a threat out the backfield in the passing game. But injuries and fumbles are a part of the game. So we can't throw that out the window. I got to say Najee's better than Jalen right now. I wouldn't have said that. I didn't say that last year. I didn't say that heading into this year either. Self-made says, you're wrong, Deke. What am I wrong about? John Kovac says, Deke, you better bust out that pack if we get this dub. Dude, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I've been lazy on the packs. I've become washed as the years have gone on. I do need to get back on the packs, but I got to go over to Bleach Report. I got to do my thing there. And then it's like we're about an hour removed from the game being over. I got to upload the Bleach Report stream to the YouTube. It's tough, man. I'm sorry. I've been slacking. I think I only got one pack video for the year. Actually, two. I got one for Pitt. I got the Pitt West Virginia game. And then I got week 1 with the Falcons. Sixbird 5 says, he the best 22 in the stadium today. Najee over Derrick Henry? I can't say that. Henry's got a touchdown. He's got 52 yards. Had that explosive run on us. Najee's been playing good, though. 7 carries, 32 yards. Had a couple catches, 2 receptions, 27 yards. So total yards, he's there. Actually, he's got, I guess, technically more than Derrick Henry in total yards. He's got 59. Henry's got 52. Henry's got that touchdown, though. Najee can get a touchdown in the second half. I think you're right. I predicted that, too. I did say I think Najee, or at least our running game, is going to outrush is going to outproduce the Ravens running game, like the combo of Najee and Jalen, and I guess Patterson. Patterson's getting some snaps. Russ got a few yards, but so far that hasn't been the case. We only got 41 on the ground. Ravens got 79. It was just that one run from Henry. It's been pretty equal. What am I missing? Mariah says I'm on drugs. What statement makes you think I'm on drugs right now? T Cyclone 56 is unrelated, but is playing Madden ever coming back? I am planning on it. I am. I'm planning for a comeback. When? That's a great question. I think soon, because I'm trying to update this setup. This setup kind of sucks. I'm not even going to front. I said it last stream. I've been saying it. I need to upgrade the setup. I want to get some cool stuff for the backdrop. Probably get a new camera. Get light. I need to drop some money here. I need to drop some money and spend some time on getting a new setup and figuring this out. Because I think that'll be better for the YouTube videos I do on this channel. That'll be better. I think it'll just be cleaner. And then I also want to have a good, cool setup. Although I did in the past just have a green screen. Now I threw out that green screen because it broke. So either I could get a new green screen. Now I have a decent camera as well. I have like a DSLR. That's what I was using in the past for gaming. I had that DSLR and had the green screen. So I still have all that stuff, but I need to get the lighting better in here. I'm working on it. I'm thinking about it. How about that? I haven't really put in the time yet to upgrading the setup. It's one of these. I need like a weekend. I need multiple days of just doing nothing and locking in, buying new shit, reorganizing the room, getting lights in here, getting a camera, getting the whole setup. But yes, I do plan on coming back. I plan on making like these streams better. I plan on making these videos better from a quality standpoint. Trust me. We're getting there. Pete the Penguins Ghost says, bring back Big Deke News. Oh man, I know. I like Big Deke News. It's tough because there's a lot of work that goes into that. Yeah, maybe I could figure something out. Maybe I could try to get a better blend of Big Deke News with just the more straight up talking that I'm doing now. If I could get a good blend, get a good system down, maybe that could be a good happy medium. I'm not opposed. Listen, I'm not opposed. I'm definitely not opposed. Trust me. I mean, it was a good segment. It was a good piece of content, man. I'm not even gonna front. I think it was good. I think for me, why I turned away from it a little bit more. I wanted to keep the content as consistent as possible. Like with me doing those Bleacher Report streams, like I was just thinking to myself, okay, is it gonna be weird, or like how much confusion is there going to be if I'm reposting some of these Bleacher Report streams, I'm cutting them up, and it's just like me talking, and then randomly throughout the course of the week, I'm having like one or two Big Deke News. Why not just try to make it all the same style? But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I judge that wrong. Maybe like you guys don't care. Maybe if I'm getting like 2 or 3 Big Deke News out and still doing the Bleacher Report stream, maybe hey, it's whatever. It's not confusing. It's like everyone understands. All right. Game just second half just started. Shout out to everyone for stopping through too. This is dope. We're up 9-7. We got the ball on our 30. Russ under center. Connor Hayward in motion. Russ takes the snap, hands it off to Najee, and we get a yard. Runs right into the Ravens defensive line. Phantom TV says, Deke, we don't give a fuck what you do. Just make the content good. Thanks, man. I try. Jay Farrow says, I'll check out the Bleacher Report. I don't know how to navigate it, if I'm being honest. Tried to download the app. I think the app's the easiest way to go. I don't know if you could view the streams on desktop. If you download the app, create an account and go to like Steelers. If you go on Steelers, like the Steelers page, I think it'll have that I'm going live. It'll have some sort of either notification or some sort of landing page for it. Self-made says Fields would probably be doing better at this point in the game because of his legs, but Russ is the better quarterback. That might not be a bad point. Yeah. Maybe we have 13, maybe it's 13-7 because Fields is able to move it better with his leg. Maybe it's worse, though. I don't know. Maybe Fields throws a pick or something. Maybe Fields has a fumble, snap issue. We can't count that type of stuff out when Fields is at quarterback. All right, we got a penalty in our favor. We're at our 39. Russ under center, hands it off Jaylen Warren, and not much going. Pick up 3 or 4 yards. $570 Basin says that explains it. I go to Bleach Report. I never see your live. I'll try the Steelers thing. Yeah, try the Steelers thing, and you could, if you find it, click on my name, and then you could like follow me on the app, and it'll show you when like my events are going live. I try to remember to let people know on like social media when I'm going live. Sometimes I do forget, unfortunately. Okay, good little pass there to Jaylen Warren on a hook route coming out the backfield. We get the first down. He's sitting there wide open, able to pick up additional yards. 1st and 10. Looks like we're at midfield. See, this is what I told you about Russ, man. Second half starts. He's cooking. At the Ravens 48. Russ under center again. Hands it off to Warren, and we lose yards. 2nd and 11. Perry Ellis, I like this comment. Play action fake, go deep in the middle to the tight end. We definitely needed to get some positive yards there. I think if it was like 2nd and 5, Fields! This better work, man. Oh, where's the flag? Where's the flag? It worked. All right, it worked. I'm good with the Fields formations. I'm good with it. If you're doing shit like that, it works. Where's the flag, dude? Josh Allen got a flag for that shit back in the wild card game. Fields can't get one. Those are 2 guys that hit him too. All right, Fields picked up a nice little gain for us, 8 yards on 2nd and long. Now we're at 3rd and 3. Russ is back in the game. Shotgun. Takes the snap. Finds Jaylen Warren, but nothing. Nothing. He gets tackled. We only gained 2 yards. I think it's time to put Fields back in on this 4th and 1. Put Fields in. Okay, this is a long-ass field. This is going to be like 58, 59 yards we're trying. 4th and 1. We're at the 40. Let's put in Fields for a QB sneak. Come on. I'm bought in on the Fields formations now. I'm actually kind of, after seeing Fields in the game doing that, it makes you wonder, like, hey, man. Boss, money. He figured out whatever is going on in that closed end, he figured it out. So he almost missed that chip shot by hooking it too far to the left. But this one, he figured it out. On the closed ends, it's the same end. Baby draw. Looked like a good drive on a Saturday afternoon. Nice. What was that? That ended up being a 58, 59? Up 12-7. Perry Ellis, are you saying put Fields in for the rest of the game or just for another formation? Because, hey, what was I saying just about 30 minutes ago? Yeah, maybe even an hour ago. I don't know. We've been on the stream for what, an hour and 50 minutes. If this is the Russ we knew we were getting, I think you just should have stuck with Fields, you know? But this isn't the Russ that we've gotten. This Russ for this game has been more of the outlier. Russ has been balling out. So again, give the dude credit. I'm just saying this looks more like Denver Russ and like Denver Russ versus what we saw from the first 6 weeks of Fields this season. And it's just like, bro, it's kind of equal. Why not see what Fields can continue to develop into because of that ceiling, because of that talent? And we just saw that 8-yard run right there. Mike T says, Deke, stop crying. What am I crying about? CG says, why not do that in the red zone? SMH, they used Fields at the wrong damn time. No, that was the right time. We picked up 8 yards. That was a nice run. That was probably our best run of the day. No, Najee had one earlier. He had a nice one earlier for like 10 or 11. Got a first down. This really is looking like how the Steelers started the season. This is like the Steelers team from the first 3 weeks. We're not turning the ball over, playing it safe on offense. Defense, do your thing. Defense, get the turnovers. Defense, get the stops. And let's win this game 17-14. Let's win this game 20-17, which is fine. A win is a win. A win is a win. It's just things have flipped from what I was thinking recently. I thought the offense could be counted on more. So much so that I'd be counting them on them more than the defense to be consistent. Because they have been. Last 4 games, averaging over 30 points a game. Whereas defense, there's been times they've been getting gashed. They've been giving up some inopportune plays at inopportune times. But ultimately still making some timely plays. That's where you got to give the defense credit. But now it's completely flipped back around to the defense carrying, the defense being the staple of this team. Just learning again, ask where's 18? For which team? Because 18 for the Ravens has been a no-show. But 18 for us ain't even getting on the damn field. Make it make sense. I don't know. All right, Ravens got the ball at their 30. 10 minutes and 46 seconds on the clock. Lamar hands it off to Derrick Henry. Shakes off a Cam Hayward tackle, picks up another few yards. And it's going to be 2nd and 4, 2nd and 3. Chicago making it a game against Green Bay. Wow. 2nd and 3. Lamar under center. Henry in the backfield. They motion a guy over. TJ! Woo! Lamar hands it off to Derrick Henry, and he is blasted by the decoy in the backfield. Loses 5 yards. Had nowhere to go. What a tackle. What a great tackle. Derrick Henry doesn't typically move backwards when he's getting tackled. That one he did. The only other time I seen something like that was Bobby Spillane back in, what was that, 2020? 3rd and 6, though. Lamar hit Mark Andrews across the middle for first down. Minka was there, but thank God he made the tackle. You just wish it was a little bit better coverage. I mean, it's a good pass. It's a good pass, good catch. Minka, not terrible coverage, but still. Perry Ellis says Minka looks old now. He hasn't been looking the same. I'll admit that. I think we all can admit that. It's not really a hot take. Ah, come on. All right, thank God. Lamar threw one to Bateman over the middle of the field. Bateman dropped it. It was almost like the Pickens drop pass from earlier in this game. It was low, but Bateman probably should have had that. We'll see the replay. I guess they're not going to show the replay. Whatever. Bateman dropped it. We are doing a good job. We're doing a good job containing the whole Ravens offense. Defense is playing lights out. Zay Flowers ain't doing anything. Lamar's not doing anything. Derrick Henry just had that one run. Herbig got faked out there. It's all right, though. It's all right. Lamar did a little read option. Herbig went for the running back. Lamar breaks out free. Gets about 6-7. We got a third down. Let's get him off the field. 3rd and 3. Herbig looked like he was about to get a shot on Henry there. TJ just got one, and then, Herbig looked like he was – that would have even been more surprising because Herbig ain't as big as TJ. 9 for 20, $128 is Lamar Jackson's stats. Yeah, You're right, Jaden. You're right. Not good. Not really good. Steelers defense, hold them in check. Steelers defense doing their thing. Matthew Novak says, Mink is literally doing everything you guys need. Watch some film. Right. He's not killing us. There's no doubt. He's not killing us. The plays that he's given up in coverage today, he's been in good coverage. It's been a good throw by Lamar, good catch by Mark Andrews. And then he does bail the defense out a lot with tackles at the second level. He's just not making the plays, man. He's not making the Minka plays. He's not doing the Minka ball. It is what it is. Don F.A. says sometimes he do be hella deep. Right, and you saw it on that replay from a couple plays ago. He was over the top on Zay Flowers, helped out in double coverage there. So that's part of it. I think Deshaun Elliott's presence has enabled Minka to roam a little bit more and not be as around the play as he used to. Be that like security blanket, that insurance. That's the trade-off. Herbig on the offsides. Damn, Ravens got a little drive going here. Come on. Was he offsides? Just because his foot moved an inch forward doesn't mean he's offsides. Come on, dude. That was like that Falcons game where they were calling offsides on TJ Watt. That was some BS. Offside? Are we sure? I don't know. Lamar under center, 1st and 10. TJ Watt almost gets a sack. Lamar's able to get it off. Incomplete, though, to Nelson Aguilar. Damn, TJ. Yeah. TJ's missed on a couple sacks today. He's been close. No, JPJ's down, bro. Prayers up for JPJ, man. Hopefully this ain't anything serious. Come on. Damn. All right. I think he's all right. He's back. He's walking. He doesn't go down either. He spins Aguilar around, doesn't go down. He's like walking. Yeah. 2nd and 10. 6 minutes and 25 seconds in the third quarter. Steelers up 12-7. Lamar in shotgun. Takes the snap. Slips. Ah, come on, man. We should have so many more sacks this game. But, I mean, it's Lamar Jackson. It's Lamar Jackson. It's what he does. You think you're about to get a sack, he's able to spin out, be elusive, throw the ball. Yeah, just as he slipped, man, you thought either Elliott or Herbert was going to get that sack. 3rd and 10, though. Justice Hill in the backfield, Lamar in shotgun. I guarantee they don't get this first down. Guarantee it. Oh, make the tackle. I called it. I looked at their formation. I just looked at the setup. I'm like, no, this ain't happening. They were in my Madden formation, though, and that's why I called it. They were in my trips tight end formation. They had all 3 receivers line up to the side. I looked at our defense and how it was set up. Is that a drop? Okay, drop. Even better. Longer field goal. If they attempt it, JPJ's back out there. He's kicking on the open side. How long is this? 54. Trained it. I forgot how less open that side is because of the renovations at the stadium. Like whenever you guys probably just saw the replay of the kick, you're like, that's supposedly the open side? Yeah, it is. Yeah. There's a big ass concourse after that second level underneath the scoreboard there, the Jumbotron. Okay. It's just a field goal game, man. It's just back and forth field goals. Ravens were able to sneak in a touchdown there with Henry, but not much going on either offense. Not much going at all. Again, shout out to the defense. Defense is the highlight of this game for our team, I'd say. Of course, Boswell making all his field goals. Ray Martinez says we have to do something here. But yeah, we need to open up the game a little bit. Something needs to happen. We need to wake up. We need to throw a deep bomb. First play of this, just play action bomb up to Pickens. It's either going to be incomplete. Now there's always a chance it's a pick, but I think it's very unlikely if you're tossing a one-on-one up to Pickens. It's most likely they're going to be incomplete. You're going to get a pass interference, or it's going to be a catch. Let's take a shot. I don't understand why we're not. Can we get Mike Williams out there? Why don't we get Mike Williams on one side, Pickens on the other? If they're going to do cover 2 and double team those guys, then you start working the middle. I don't think it's that complicated. Am I crazy for thinking this? It's why we brought Mike Williams here. If they're going to play deep, run the ball. Work it over the middle to Freiermuth. Get the ball quick on some hook routes or something. I don't know. Figure it out. I think that's what we got to do right here. Let's see if they listen to me. We finally listened to me at the end of last game. Got Williams out there for that last play. Took him a while. Better late than never, but why is the stadium so empty? That had to have been before the game. That was before. You said that was looking like a Pitt game right there. Pitt game actually was low key. I'm not gonna say packed like a Steeler game, like a typical Steeler game. Pitt game yesterday was there were people out. It was the last home game of the season. Can't believe we lost though. Such a terrible ending. Autumn McCaddy is hoping for a touchdown. She says she could sense it happening. So, yeah, this is the drive, I think. The sad truth of the matter is, even if we don't score here, though, like, we're still up in the game. Defense can still get a stop. Even if the Ravens score, we're only a one-score game away from being back up. So, this one's going to come down to the wire. It is what it is. Steelers, Ravens. Unless we start opening things up right here. We get this thing up 2 scores and we score a touchdown. Here we go. Play action. Oh, I think they were trying for it. They really were. It looked like Russ was looking downfield. Why can't we just do, though, a shotgun? We'll do a shotgun formation. Williams, Pickens, outside. And then just read it. Send them on the verts. If not, hit Austin or Freiermuth on a drag route or something over the middle. Or hand it off. Or audible to a handoff. 18's in. Where's he at? Was he in on the last play? I see him. Yep. On second down. 2nd and 6. Mike Williams is in. We hand it off to Najee Harris. What do you know, man? What do you know? I mean, it's not exactly how I drew it up. It's not exactly how I explained it. But what do you know? We have Pickens and Mike Williams out there. And we run it up the middle. And we get good yards. But we get a holding on Broderick Jones. Show the replay. It didn't look like holding live. That's terrible. I think that's a ticky-tack call. That's a ticky-tack call. I guess by the letter of the law, I guess it is holding. But, man, against a cornerback. 2nd and 16. We just put ourselves behind the 8 ball on this offensive drive. We're sitting at our own 23.5. Russ in the gun, takes the snap. Fires one off to Pickens. Pickens gets the first down. Nice. Pickens makes a nice little play. Caught it short of the first. Spun around the defender. Got about 7 or 8 more yards for the first. Great play by Pickens. Who was that? Stevens. There we go. Russ is getting the ball out quicker. All things that I've been calling for. It's almost like I know ball. Russ in the gun, 1st and 10. Pitches it to Jaylen Warren. All right, we got a nice little 3-4 yard game on schedule. I like this. Matthew Novak says, let's get some no huddle going. Yeah. We got some momentum. Let's do it. Deontay has been a no-show. It's crazy, dude, just how players stock and drop when they leave the Steelers. When they don't have that same role, when you don't have the same amount of targets. Like, what's Deontay Johnson's market going to be this offseason? I feel like he's not that drastically different of a player. It's just he went to the Panthers. Now, granted, he had some good games with the Panthers. Then he gets traded to the Ravens middle of this season, and it doesn't look like he really's got a role. Whereas when he was with the Steelers, he was our number 2 guy, was our number 1 guy. I mean, before Pickens' emergence last year, and really Pickens' emergence in the second half of last year. He was kind of like 1A, 1B. But then I think Pickens emerged as the guy. Deontay was the number 2 when the season ended. But still, a number 2 in this system, the amount of snaps Deontay was out there, the amount of targets he got, dude's putting up good numbers. Now he's irrelevant. It's just crazy. Life can happen fast in the NFL. A lot of it's about situation, opportunity. Grass ain't always greener on the other side, except for if you're Patrick Queen. Jaylen Warren, handoff on 2nd and 5. Another flag. No, don't call this on Broderick again, bro. Roger's got those are the Concourse. Those are pretty sick. He's got the J's on. Let's see the replay. Yeah, that one's worse than the other one. Okay. I'll be honest, yeah. That was worse. 2nd and 15, Russ in the gun. We're at midfield. Here we go. Deep ball. Pickens. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Looks about right. Looks about how the offense should be doing right now. Yeah, this is what I've been calling for. I wonder if, hold on, can we see the replay on that? Was Mike Williams on the other side? Great pass by Russ. Hold on. I just want to see. Is that Mike Williams at the top? Is it? I think that might be Cordell Patterson. I'm sorry. I'm replaying the Pickens play. I don't know who that is. Either way, the Steelers are doing the gist of what I've been calling for. 1st and 10 after the big Pickens play. Russ tosses it to Najee Harris, and we get a nice 4 yards. Hey, I'm with you. Hold on. Who is this? 900 Juice says, told y'all second half. That's what I was saying, too. I was telling you, let Russ play out this game, man. Let's not go overboard. The second half is Russ's time. He's feeling out the game in the first half. Sometimes that's part of it, too. You're trying to just figure out the defense, figure out the looks, make your adjustments at halftime. And you really start cooking. Third and 6. Russ in the shotgun. Throws one over to Van Jefferson. Is it the podcast, Jinx? He was just on our show this week. You got to catch that, man. I don't know if you're probably not getting the first down. You're probably not breaking that tackle, but catch the ball, dude. Another field goal. Boss. Another one where he's got 5 field goals. Falcons ended up being 6. One more. Holy shit. And it's 6. Hey, should we put Fields in that red zone? Yeah, just learning again says Russ is finding his rhythm. Think, too, just think of that last series. We had how many penalties? Was it 2 Broderick penalties that took us back on a 2nd and long? Still able to get some good things going. Russ was able to make up for it. Russ and Pickens. I think it was Russ and Pickens both times. Russ threw that hook route to Pickens. Pickens broke the tackle. And then that little dime fade pass to get us in the red zone. Ray Martinez says he's got a Boswell jersey. Not too many people with Boswell jerseys out there. It's a good one, though. Dude is on pace to being the best Steelers kicker in history. Just needs to get a ring. Need to see some kicks in the playoffs. Josh Rocky says, you're out of sync now, Deke. The replay puts you back 10 seconds. Oh, my bad. Hold on, let me see. How's it now? I'm on the Peyton Manning commercial. How about that? Brandon Clark said that play should have went to Pickens, not Jefferson. How about Mike Williams and not Jefferson? Why don't we have Pickens and Mike Williams on the field at the same time? I know, crazy concept. You don't think Mike Williams on that outside is a little bit more of a threat than Van Jefferson? What do they say? Some people come up with that theory of whatever you don't want your opponent to do, that's what you should do. So the Ravens, they probably don't want to see Mike Williams out there in the red zone. They're probably happy when they see Van Jefferson. So why don't we do the thing that the Ravens don't want us to do? Why don't we put Mike Williams out there? Why don't we do the thing that's going to stress out their defense a little bit more? Crazy concept, I know, but I digress. We're kicking off. Doing another kickoff out the back of the end zone. Oh, he kept it inbounds. We got a call holding there on Skoranek. Dude is able to return it just short of the 30. So that kickoff was in the Steelers' favor. It worked out for us. And it looks like there's a flag, so they are going to call that holding that I've just brought up. I think. Hopefully this pushes the Ravens back further. Yep, I called it. Ravens backed up in their own zone right now. Did we just play Renegade or something? Because it looks like the crowd's going crazy. Lamar and Ravens offense on their own 14. Hands off to Henry. He gets 5 yards. About to be 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6. On McCaddy asks, Deke, why is Broderick getting so many penalties that kill us? It's just kind of part of Broderick Jones's game, unfortunately. It's almost like JPJ with his holding penalties and his handsiness. It's what we've been getting from Broderick a lot of this season, unfortunately. And that was kind of his rep coming out of Georgia. He wasn't the most detailed guy at the tackle spot. You could see, I mean, I remember watching some stuff from him when he was at Georgia. And you could see just the athleticism, the power, just like the raw skill set and how he was able to get away with stuff. But then there's other times where there's edge rushers getting around him. Like he's letting edge rushers like leak around him. And it's like, this isn't that clean. It's getting the job done. So that was college. Now he's in the pros, and I don't think he's completely cleaned up his game to that extent. Yep, fourth quarter, 900 juice. Fourth quarter, winning time. Whose man's YouTube says is, or no, he says if he don't prove it this offseason, let him work. Who are you talking about? Are you talking about Broderick? I'm guessing, do you mean to say like let him walk if he doesn't work out this offseason? I really feel like the way Broderick's been playing, the Steelers got to consider re-signing Dan Moore. I didn't think I would say something like that. You can never have enough offensive tackle depth. So we would have a Dan Moore. We'd have the same situation, essentially. Dan Moore, Fautanu, and Broderick Jones. But we're seeing Broderick at right tackle not really live up to his hype. Now, granted, his natural position coming out of college was left tackle, but still, man. I mean, still. It should be better than this. He played better last year, honestly. Broderick was playing good last year. Now, he also could be banged up a little bit. He was dealing with that. I don't know. What was it? to start the season. Was it a pec injury? It was something with his arm. He had that whole brace on it. He might even still have it. So he might not be fully healthy, but he said himself, no excuses. He also said he doesn't care where he plays on the offensive line, that as long as he's starting, as long as he's playing, he's fine. He's going to be good out there. He's going to be doing good stuff for us. That's the thing. If he's looking like this at right tackle, what makes us think we should trust him and let Dan Moore walk and just guarantee Broderick Jones the starting left tackle spot? I don't know. Sometimes you got to take risks like that as a team. There's a salary cap. You got to make some trade-offs. But I could see the Steelers seriously considering re-signing Dan Moore at this point. And I didn't think that would even be close to a conversation when we were in training camp. And basically after we drafted even a Troy Falatano, you just thought Dan Moore's job was only going to be for one more season. We were going to let him go. Mike Marion asks, where is Mike Williams? I would like to know as well. I've seen him on the sideline a couple times. I think I saw him for one snap on offense. That's it. The Don Hefe Kwan says, what else is he supposed to say? I only play one side. That's fair too. I mean, you kind of got to play the game. I mean, he could say that I prefer left tackle over right tackle, but I'll play it. I'm still for the team. I could do whatever. But he made it seem like he's just as good either or. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of Mike Williams comments in the chat. I'm with you. Where's he at? At the end of the day, we're doing something right this game. We can't be complaining too much. Almost got a sack right here on Lamar Jackson. Maybe, TJ probably will get a sack for that. And Ravens got a punt on 4th down. We're up 15-10. We're doing something right this game. Defense, though. Defense is the shining point of this one. Calvin Austin with the catch on the punt. Oh, takes a big hit. Gets like 5 yards. But again, with Calvin Austin, secure with the catch. Get some positive yardage. Can't go wrong with that. Barry Ellis says, I agree, re-sign Dan Moore. I don't know if it's going to be that simple because we're going to have to pay a quarterback. We're going to have to probably pay Russ. Dan Moore, the way he's playing, man, he's going to be getting some significant money. Someone's going to pay him to be a starting left tackle. So you're probably talking 15, 16 million a year at least. Are we going to be able to afford that? You still got to talk about Najee Harris. Pickens' contract is going to be coming up. How much does Mike Williams cost to bring back? All right, Williams is in there. Look, we got a formation. We got a Pickens on one side, Mike Williams on the other formation, but then we just motioned Williams. Oh, man, that was close. Damn. Russ play action. It tried to get the ball to Darnell on a tight end screen. And I think that would have worked, too. I think he would have been running for days if Russ would have completed that. But he got batted down at the last scrim. Almost like kind of picked off. Holy. Thank God Russ didn't catch that either. I think Darnell would have got a really nice gain there. Let's see if Williams is back in. It seems like we've had some good plays. We've had some good openings every time Mike Williams is out there. Unfortunately, the last one got called back with Broderick. That was a nice game by Najee. And then that one, seems like because of Mike Williams and Pickens shifted to one side, all the attention went to that side. We were able to do the play action, try to dump it off to Washington. Unfortunately, it got batted down, but it seems like Mike Williams opens things up. Mike Williams back in. Nice. We got a bunch formation with Mike Pickens. Oh, you're telling me we got a nice run with Najee Harris up the middle. Huh. Nice little 5-6 yard pickup. Williams is do we just do the thing where we play Williams exclusively in the fourth quarter? Because maybe that's what we're trying to do here. Make the Ravens defense or make our opponent's defense think you're not going to see any Mike Williams. Lure them to sleep for the first 3 quarters and then play him every snap in the fourth. There you go. There you go. There you go. Did he drop it, bro? Hurry up. Get to the line, man. It looked like he dropped it. Hurry up. Well, not the way Pickens is walking off. Pickens looked confident in that. Good catch. Yep, you got it. Good catch by Pickens. Pickett's 8 receptions, 89 yards. Another good game. This has been weirdly a quiet 8 receptions for 89-yard game. But good nonetheless. We're getting a full Pickens experience type of game. Jaylen Warren up the middle. Nice 7-8-yard gain. Wow, Jacksonville's getting smoked by the Lions. Holy hell. 49-6. Oh my God. Mike Williams in the game. Running the ball good. First down. We're checking every box right now. We're checking everything off we need to be doing as an offense. Loving it. Dev Olson says Pickens may be hurt. I hope not. Maybe it's just one of those hurts where he needs to sit out for a couple snaps. That's all. And get back out there. It didn't look like anything serious. He walked off fine. Yeah, Pickens is back in. Pickens on one side. Williams on the other. Najee in the backfield. And he fires off over the middle to Darnell Washington. I'm loving this. Why don't we do this every play? Why don't we have this formation out there all the time? I know ball. You get Pickens and Williams on the outside. If the defense don't take that seriously, you throw up deep bombs to them. You throw up the verticals. If they double them, you work the middle or you hand it off. Not complicated. Just keep doing that. You have so many options. You keep your options open. All right, now we are officially in the red zone. Nice catch by Washington. Nice play by Russ. Inside the 20 at the 19, and we hand off to Najee Harris for a nice 10 yards. He keeps going. Stiff arm. Gets it down to the 5. Mason McCormick, bro, he's down by where the ball is, making blocks, getting pumped up. Yeah, I gave Mason McCormick too much credit there. He was behind the play. He wasn't making blocks, but he was pumped up and cheering his guy on, and Najee Harris cheering on his teammate. All right, we got at the 5, 1st and 10, hand off to Najee. Goes nowhere. Baltimore makes the stop. I mean, I would really like a touchdown here. This would close it out. Roquan Smith out. Wow. Yeah, we should score a touchdown here. No Roquan Smith. I think you test that. I think you run that a couple times more. 2nd and goal. Pickens, Darnell. I like this. Pickens and Darnell. Pat Fryermuth. We got a big personnel in here. Calvin Austin, little speedster in the slot. Russ takes a snap. Nothing. Throw away. Damn. CG wants Fields. I don't like it, though. I'm not going to lie. I'm always going to play the hindsight 2020 game because if it works, I'll be like, all right, cool. But I just think you're 3rd and goal. Who do you want to go down with the ship with? I'll go down with Russ. I'd prefer going down with Russ than throwing Fields. What if a bad play happens? What can I live with? I can live with Russ not converting on a 3rd and goal as opposed to bringing in Fields and trying to do something gimmicky. That's just how I view it. Russ moving around in the pocket, vintage Russ stuff, spinorama. No! That's not what we wanted. I'm sorry, but how does Darnell not catch this? Was it that high? I mean, I feel like Washington could have caught that. I guess not, though. I guess not. I guess Washington could tell you better than me whether or not he could have caught that. And based off his actions, it was too high. It was terrible. I mean, that's exactly what Lamar Jackson did against us last year. They were up. All they needed to do was not turn the ball over in the red zone, and they probably would have won. For us, worst case, get the field goal, go up 8. The best the Ravens can do is tie it, and they still got to get a 2-point conversion. I like the effort. I can't hate on the effort. Toss it up for your guy to make a play. Just really bad result. Just the thing we really didn't need right there. I know Russ was thinking that there was a 0% chance this was going to be a pick. I'm throwing a jump ball up to Darnell Washington. There's really no one else around him like that that's really going to threaten to get it. He overthrew it. He overthrew it is what he did. And it's almost an impossibility with Darnell in the red zone like that. And just the way he lobbed it, it was a lollipop. So how do you overthrow it? I don't know, man. See, some of you guys agree with me then. Mike T says that's on 80. Washington needs to jump. Oh, so you agree with me? You agree with me? Thanks. That's my initial reaction. I do feel like that's on Washington. I do. But I feel like if he could have jumped, he would have jumped. If he felt like he was going to get that ball, he would have gone up and got it. That's just tough, man. That's tough. Yeah, I don't mind the decision. I don't. Could have been a better pass, maybe. Darnell, he could have at least jumped to try. We'll say that. So we could know for a fact whether or not the ball was overthrown to a degree he couldn't get it. This is great. Oh my god. This is great. First play of the Ravens possession. Lamar Jackson runs for 25 yards. JPJ's down. Hey, what's going on? JPJ shin? What is going on with that? That doesn't look good. If it's your shin, there's really only one option with that, right? I guess it could be like a bruise. Oh my god. But the other option I was going to say is it broken? All right, so what do we have there? Oh man, now Keanu Benton's down. All right, we got bailed out there. We got lucky. Ineligible player downfield. Looked like we were going to sack Lamar, though. We brought the heat. Lamar got it out quick to Henry. Why can't we have nice things? This was going so smooth in the second half. Felt like we've been in control of this game, even though the offense has sputtered really since the opening kickoff. And now we've lost control. See if the defense continues to step up, though, man. I'm not at the game. Yeah, bro, I'm not at the game. I'm at the crib, just chilling, live streaming, giving some play-by-play, some commentary. Now, Rod says Russ overthrew him. Yeah, I don't know what JPJ's deal is with his injury. That don't look good. But he's been able to play still. He's been able to, play through it. He's in and out. Not liking this Benton injury. Silver lining is we do have good depth on the D-line with Ogunjobi and Cam. Still not good. Not what we're looking for. Not what we hoped for. Hold on. What is this? 900 Juice says, we are playing a Super Bowl contender. How do we suck? Oh, wait. Who's saying we suck? Yeah, that's the thing. We're up 15-10 on the Ravens right now in the fourth quarter. As I said, we got to be doing something right. We're first in the AFC North. Sometimes we like to complain, or sometimes we want perfection, but we're not going to get perfection. Mahomes and the Chiefs don't have perfection. They're winning games. What did they win last week? 16-13 or something against the Broncos, 16-14. We got 15 points. And everyone's talking about the Chiefs and Mahomes being the Super Bowl favorites. We're doing something right. Tomlin's got us in a good spot here for the season. Not only this game, but for the season. We're all right. Let's not go crazy here. All right, 1st and 15 after the penalty. Come on, Peyton. Come on, Peyton. He picked it. Oh, and he pitched to Minka. Oh, come on, bro. Bro. What a play. This is like the Devin Bush pick from back in the day. Devin Bush rookie year against the Ravens. Look at this. Oh, that's his ball. That's Peyton Wilson. That has to be Peyton Wilson, especially if you called it a pick on the field. You can't overturn this. There's no shot in hell. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. JPJ just got back out on the field. What is going on? I guess his injury can't be that bad. It's got to be a bruised shin or something. What a play. That's the type of shit we're looking for from Peyton Wilson. That's a good throw by Lamar. Running back got separation on Wilson, but wait, why? Hold on. Did Hill hit Wilson while he's down? Let's see. Yeah. Gene, shut up, Gene. You're wrong. Okay, Gene's saying it was an interception. You can keep talking. That's fine. I thought he was saying it wasn't a pick. What a play, man. Hell of a play. First and 5. Oh, 12 men on the field, and it wasn't us. Nice. Russ under center. Can we get the touchdown here, man? Who false started? No. All right. Ball don't lie. It all cancels out. Back to 1st and 10. Dude, that was just like the Devin Bush play. You remember that pick? Bush's rookie year? It was just like that. We're at our 36, 1st and 10. Russ hands it off to Najee. We get 4 yards. 8:07 on the clock. 2nd down and 6. That's 3 turnovers from the defense. 900 Juice says defense is 08-ish today. I thought we were 08-ish first 3 weeks of the season too. Yeah, this feels like what the defense should have been looking like for the majority of the season. Yeah. This looks good. Mike Williams in the game. 2nd and 6. Russ dumps it off to Najee. Nothing. Gets it back barely to the line of scrimmage. Maybe. Might have even lost a yard. Jay Farrow says Lamar got exposed this game. I said before the game, I said a few days ago on our preview shows, I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe that Lamar Jackson can carve up our defense when I actually see it. Until then, forget about the 3rd MVP stuff. Forget about what Lamar Jackson has done against all the other teams in the league. Let's see what he can do against the Steelers. And until I see it, I'm expecting him to not look like Lamar Jackson. That's what we're seeing today again. Darnell, man, I'm happy we're getting him more involved. Nice catch. Nice pass. Nice catch. 1st down. 4 targets for Darnell. 2 receptions, 42 yards. 1st and 10. We're in the Ravens zone at the 44. Russ pitches it to Jaylen Warren. We're able to get about 5 or 6 yards. I had a super chat I got to read. I'm sorry. I think I got caught up with the Peyton Wilson interception. Who was it? I can't. Hold on. Crap, I can't scroll up. Someone dropped a super chat supporting whoever it was. Thanks. If it was you, let me know in the comments. I can't find it. Oh, wait, hold on. I can now. It was Milk. This is a good stream. Thanks, Deke. Appreciate it, bro. All right, Russ under center. Connor Hayward in motion, 2nd and 4. Another pitch to Jaylen Warren, and Jaylen gets the 1st down and a little more. Jaden's calling for KC. He says, I want KC already. 295 total yards on offense. $113 on the ground. It's been tough sledding on offense, but ultimately we're getting the job done. We're sticking with the run. That's another thing I predicted. Even though it wasn't going to always be pretty, I feel like it was going to, if we stuck with it, we'd start picking up in the 2nd half. We'd be wearing down the Ravens defense, which we have. We just have not been able to convert in that red zone. Wow, are the Colts about to beat the Jets with A-Rich? Colts just get the go-ahead touchdown, 28-27. There's like 40 seconds left. Let's see if Rodgers can be clutch for once. At least for once this season. We are at the Ravens 31, 2nd and 9. Russ takes the snap, throws it to Calvin Austin, and we lose 2 yards on the wide receiver screen. Mariah says somewhere Anthony Richardson is tired. Not today. Looks like he's balling out today from the stats and everything. They're up. Might have the game-winning drive. 3rd and 10. Russ lobs one up. Nothing. Holy. Pickens low key should have had that. I thought Russ overthrew him. That's why I initially said nothing. This is just going to be incomplete. And then Pickens tries, holy. Pickens tries mossing him with that one. This would have been nasty. Let me rephrase. Pickens should have had that. Like, he had a good chance at it. We'll say that. You could probably call pass interference. Man, I need to see this again. Let me watch Boz make this, and then I want to replay that. I was more focused on Pickens almost catching that as opposed to if it was pass interference. Money. Oh my God, Boswell. So good. I don't know if you call a flag there. It looked like they were both. Yeah, that's what they're saying. It was just they both had the right to the spot. They were both battling. I didn't think there was like a holding. There wasn't. He's holding on to his arm though. That's it's very hidden depending on what replay or what angle you're looking at. White is. I mean, there's a reason Pickens trying to catch it with his right arm like that. They could have called that. They definitely could have called that. What do you guys think? Beheim says you are correct, Deke. Thanks. I get some things right every now and then. I think this is a safe take to say from McEldew says, doesn't look like Ratbirds are going to score 30 points. Yes, I think that's very safe to say. And the Ravens have scored, was it 30 points in like 7 of their last 8 games or something crazy, or 28 plus points in 7 of their last 8 games? Yeah, they've been putting up points as an offense. They've been good as an offense. Shout out to Andrew Peterson, bro. Thank you for the super chat. $10, man. I don't take that for granted. Really appreciate that. Beehive says, love your show with Moats. Thanks, man. Thanks. It is a good show. Good times. Good vibes. Brandon Clark said like Pickens was shaking his head because Pickens thought he should have had that or should have got that. Or do you mean Pickens thought he should have got that penalty or the call? He still, yeah, as tough as that catch was, Pickens, he kind of had it. That would have been awesome. That would have been, it's probably not as good as the Pickens catch on Thursday Night Football his rookie year. But that's up there. That would be probably one of Pickens' top 2 or 3 catches. Jaden asked, hey, Deke, any chance you and Moses would be able to get Muth on the pod sometime? I don't see why not. I don't see why. I mean, we interview a bunch of guys. I don't see why Muth wouldn't be able to call in. Or when Most going to get a new studio, like a new house, new studio here. We'll see if we get some in-person interviews. That'd be dope too. Behind says Cleveland's getting smoked by the Saints. I see that. Yeah, they're down 2 scores. Nino Savage says, what's up? What's good, man? Zay Breezy's in the house. What's good, bro? Milk says, if we could score once in the red zone, it'd be over. Yeah. Hell, if we just don't throw that pick, it'd be over. But maybe the game flows different. Maybe Peyton Wilson doesn't get that pick. It's one of those things we, kind of canceled out because of Peyton Wilson getting that pick from that hell of a play. Zay Breezy says, should be playing Renegade right now. I feel like they played it earlier. just based off how I was seeing the crowd reacting, I think it was early fourth quarter. It was our defensive. I think we got a stop. I can't remember exactly what happened on that series, but Ravens were really backed up in their own zone. They got the holding penalty off the kickoff. They were at their 14, and it just looked like the crowd was going crazy. Oh, good question, Brandon Clark. How are you looking on your picks so far with Moats? Well, who did I pick this week? I think I picked the Rams. I can't remember if Moats took New England, though. Rams are up 28-22. I think they were -4, but New England has the ball. I think that looks good. Lamar, 1st and 10, gets his pass batted down. Cam Hayward. That might be the only one from the first slate of games here, the 1:00 games. I lost Thursday. Who did I pick Thursday? What was the Thursday game? Oh, I picked the Jets too. They were favored. Oh, wait. Yes. So hold on. I don't think I'm doing good, actually. Herbig. Oh. Ah, are we going to get a face mask? Oh, he dropped it. Zay Flowers with the wide open drop. Man. What a play. Wow. What a play by Lamar. I was worried about that Cam Hayward face mask. Look at this. He got him. Oh, no. Oh, wow. Great call by the refs. Great no call by the refs. It's probably the first time watching a game I've said great call to the refs multiple times. I guess it's been multiple times. The refs have actually done the right thing by either throwing a flag or not throwing a flag. Can't take that for granted. Shit. All right. We're getting close. This is coming down to the wire here. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Lamar drops back 1st and 10 at their own 42 and unfortunately gets the first down. Gets it to Isaiah Likely. Gets a little run after catch. This is it, man. This is the game. We just need the defensive stop. No touchdown. Don't give up the touchdown. Great defense by the Steelers there. Lamar Jackson faked the handoff, took it himself. 1 yard gain, max. BD says Lamar shits his pants when he sees the black and yellow. This has not been a good game for Lamar. He hasn't been getting helped out though either. Almost like last year. I actually think Lamar played decent in that, what was it, week 5 or week 6 game? Last year was at home. He had about 4 or 5 wide open drops from dudes who could have had like over 300 yards. But when push came to shove, he had a chance end of the game to close it out, but he threw the pick in the red zone. It's a bad one for Lamar. Even considering the drops. 12 of 29, 155 and a pick. He's got 46 on the ground. Nothing crazy. That's going to happen. You saw it with Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry had that 40-yard run. Yeah, that happens at times. Lamar had that like 20, 25-yard run. It happens. Just don't get too caught up to it. Caught up in it. Go to the next play. Yeah, this is it, man. Oh, Mariah saying don't jinx it. Says don't talk shit on him yet. He does have the ball in his hands with the chance to tie it. So maybe we should stay locked in as well. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Knight Rider 16 says, is Elliott playing? Dude, keeping shit quiet on his side. Yeah, he's playing good. Started out the game pretty hot. Speed says, hey, Deke, my wife is a Ravens fan. She is upstairs stomping and losing her mind. I'm not going to bother her until the game is finished. Love her to death, though. Lamar drops back, 2nd and 10, dumps it off to Justice Hill for a little 5-6 yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and short. Baltimore has all 3 timeouts, too. Not that I don't think that matters too much at this point. Ravens are already across midfield. TJ almost gets the sack on Lamar. He lobs it up. Oh, God. Please be on the Ravens. It might be on Aguilar. It looked like he pushed off a little bit. Wow. We got blessed, man. Holy hell. I want to see the replay. Holy hell. So hold on. What is it? They can't be. Where's it at? Holy shit. Wow. They really called that. I will take it all day. Holy. 3rd and 9, Lamar. Queen. Lamar scrambled all in the backfield, improvised, got it to the RB, and then Hill picked up a lot of yards after the catch, man. Had a lot of green grass. Queen chased him down, though. Made the potential touchdown saving tackle. So Ravens got it. Close to the red zone. They're at R24, 1st and 10. Lamar dumps it off to, is that Wallace? Man, like I was saying with Deontay, man, you know it's bad for him if you're not getting snaps and you got a dude like Wallace out there. I don't even know who Wallace's first name is. All right. Yeah. If you had to bet right now, the defense gets the stop. I mean, I bet the defense gets the stop. I do actually. I got faith in us. I'm feeling good about it. Maybe I'm feeling good about it because the worst the Ravens can do is tie it. My God. That was just too easy. No push off. No push off. Holy. That was a clear push off. He disguised it well, though. He hid push off pretty well. 2-point conversion. Another flag. Or timeout. Timeout Steelers. Okay. Not the biggest fan of using the timeout, but if you make the stop here, game's over. The Ravens still have 3 timeouts. I don't know. Not the biggest fan of doing the timeout thing. Last time we did this with the Cowboys, 1 play for the game, McCarthy said the timeout actually helped them get more prepared on offense and ultimately get that game-winning touchdown. Can be a gift and a curse. Can go either way. Not a fan of the timeout. I'd rather have the 3 timeouts with the minute left on offense. But I still think Russ can do work with a minute and 2 timeouts. Don't get me wrong. We can get in field goal range if we need to. All right, let's just get the stop here. Game over. Kind of game over. Oh, yeah. We got this. Make the tackle. JPJ. Yeah, what is this? Throw a flag or something. You can't throw that pass. JPJ with the big tackle there, man. Thank God the shin injury wasn't serious and he's able to get back in this game. Thank God. What a tackle. 18-16. We got to get a first down. Game ain't over just yet. We got to get a first down. Ravens got 3 timeouts. Ravens suck at 2-point plays, huh? Especially against us. Good play by the defense. Good play by the defense all day. Stout defensive game. Stay calm and get a first down. They're onsiding it too. All right, let's recover the onside kick first. If they onside kick, I don't know what they're doing. Autumn McCaddy says, I really wish we would have scored more, but hey, that's where I'm at too. I agree. It looks like they're kicking off. If we just got 1 touchdown, the game is over before we even get to this point. Of course, per usual, no return. Sequoia Harris says Russ played like dog water. I don't think he played that bad. 205 and a pick. And that pick, you could definitely, if you want to, you probably get some blame on Darnell Washington there. He played good in the second half. Played a lot better in the second half than the first half. Let's see what happens here. We get this first down. Russ throws a strike to get the first down. That's a part of his body of work for today's game as well. You got to consider that. Let's not get too conservative here. We got to pass, man. We got to pass. Forget the timeouts. Fields time. Fields time in a critical moment. 2nd and 10. A minute left. We need a first down. We're up 18-16 in our own zone. I don't like this, but if it works, I like it. I love it. Ah, no, he slid too soon. Bro. No. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, just get the first down. Just get the first down. Granted, I kind of like what the broadcast were saying there. It's like you just want to keep the ball secure and not put it in harm's way. At the same time, it's like, dude, just get that first down. Just be a dog. Just finish out the game right here, man. Oh my God. 3rd and 1. Wait, why don't we just keep Fields out there? Oh my God. If we're gonna run it, because we're obviously gonna run this. Look at this formation. We are obviously gonna run this. What do you guys think of the Fields slide before the first down? I mean, just get the first down. Just get the first down. I'm like, in a way, I'm trying to be too nice about it. I'm making excuses for him. Like, Fields is back in. Oh man. Come on, bro. In shotgun, 3rd and 1. Fields. He got it. He got it. Game. The Fields effect is real. Justin Fields. Who would have thought? The Fields formations proved me wrong. It's 3 for 3 today. Every time Fields was out there, something good happened. Literally 3 for 3. Maybe we got to see him more. Man, but I'm telling you, it's these formations that make you wonder. It's like, bro, like he could be doing this shit on every play. And obviously he's a threat to pass it. Dude's got a big arm. Dude could scramble around in the backfield like Lamar Jackson. Not completely to that ability, but he's got all that talent. It just would have been curious to me. It would have been interesting for me to see Fields continue to develop, maybe learn more in the system, build that confidence up. Because I don't even think he scratched the surface of what he could be in those first 6 games. Russ played good, though. I mean, that's the other thing. Like, give credit to Russ as well. Like, come on. I think Russ played good enough to win this. Wasn't perfect, wasn't pretty. It's a Steelers-Baltimore game. Was anyone expecting it to be pretty and perfect and it to be Russ 300 for 3 touchdowns, no issues on all? Like, yeah, we would have liked that, but you know what these games can be. You know how these games can be played. All right, I'm out of here, guys. 8-2, feeling pretty good. On that Ravens pack, I'm heading over to Bleach Report, get my post-game report. Feel free to stop through. Chop it up in the chat over there. I'll give my full assessment of the game. Yeah, 8-2 on top of the division. We're looking good, man. And that over 7.5 wins for the season just hit too. Going to be getting some money in my betting accounts. What should I spend it? Should I keep it? Should I save it, invest it? Or should I thinking about spending it on a watch? I might need to spend it on a watch. We'll see. All right, see you guys over Bleach Report. Shout out to everyone that stopped through. This was a blast. Do we just run it back? Do we keep running it back with these live streams Thursday night against the Browns? Why not? All right, I'm out of here. Peace.